Welcome back. Make sure you tune in Monday through Thursday. We do therapy session. Every Friday is Friday Night Live. Make sure you tune in every Friday to Friday Night Live. Make sure you tune in every Friday to Friday Night Live. Also, Sunday Night Live. Make sure you tune in for Sunday nights. It's the only place to be. Ladies and gentlemen, as promised, I got the new ones. So make sure you hit hustlefit.com. We got some new merch I just created. We about to go in. So go ahead and get your Hustle Fit gear as well. We got men's, we got women's, we got children. It's all there for the ladies specifically. We got Vixen. For the kids, it's HP Kids. You got shirts, you got hoodies, you got joggers and more. We also do custom apparel. Everything that you see on the screen and more is for you to have. And this is the latest commercial that I put together just earlier this week. Or should I say this weekend. But welcome to another episode of NoCappReacts right here at Therapy Session. My name is Bailey. AKA Mr. Go Get 'em. And yeah, we are back in the building. And today we have a special guest with us. As promised. So she said, she is coming to...
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
And she ain't put up with no bullshit. She said she gonna talk her shit. Right? And at the same time, she got a message for you ladies. So without further ado,
It's time!
let the world know who you are.
Dang, you make me nervous. Hey everybody, I'm Kristine. I'm native from Arizona. Just really grew up a small town girl and decided that, I want a little bit more out of life and built my business in my backyard. So, I mean, I'm from here. I love everything Arizona. Pretty much nothing out here to do that or a place to be that I haven't been. And I love that we're starting to see so many people from different places come here and support my business and my growth, but mostly like be able to bring my friends along with me.
Who's scared to get on camera?
Yeah, she's scared to get on camera. I'm trying to hint to her. we
He needs some milk.
Come here, Mom.
Get over here!
It's my teammate. So thank you, Miss Erica.
You want to be on camera or you want to stay off camera?
No, she beautiful. Put her on.
Hold up.
Can you hold my hand?
Of course.
She said, "Can you hold my hand?" You're not going in
We're having a
a
therapy
scary
session.
movie.
No, I'm shy.
There's nothing to be shy about. Hold on, take that and pull it towards you.
There you go. So anyhow, this is my teammate, my girl since we were 14. I think we actually met 8th grade.
Yeah, going into freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Okay.
that is correct. So do I like?
Let me just get a little mama set up real quick. Mm-hmm. Just rest it right up on there.
They're not gonna sit on the titties. All right, you can go.
It's like not too far away.
All right, you can talk now. You good to go?
Awesome. So yeah, we've been teammates since we were, just prior going into high school. And back to what I was saying before is, we come from a small town, really just coming out of poverty. Honestly, like ain't nobody really doing much. And I love that. When I decided to do something more and something bigger and get rid of those like limiting, that limiting mindset that we come from, to be able to come build my business now and honestly so quickly, I just feel blessed and I'm definitely more than excited to be able to do it with you and Drea and everybody else. So you got to bring your day ones with you.
All right, now here is the question. What is this said business that you speak of?
So I am a real estate broker, franchise owner. I just launched my company a few months ago. So we really are getting live this summer. I went from being just a realtor, selling houses, thinking I'm going to go out and, dabble in being an entrepreneur. And I really saw opportunities and within a year built a team. And now 4.5 years later, opened my own company. So we just went live. I'm real excited about that.
Okay, so what's the name of the company?
First Class Real Estate Associates.
First Class Real Estate. Why first class?
Well, it's a franchise, so and why not? I mean, you don't want to be second class, right?
I know. I'm always looking for the story behind the name. You know how that goes.
Yeah. So, well, my team name has a story behind it. We were AZR Group. We built that team for two reasons. Number one, it's the initials of my day one players that I spoke about who really jumped into this business with me, and it was transitional. So I wanted to be able to bring in. I wanted a place where people can come and be themselves, and have that freedom to build their own name. I'm not here running Kristine Zimney team by any means. Like, I just want to have the platform for them to do whatever it is to become the best version of themselves. So when I decided to go with this franchise, First Class Real Estate, that already had my attention.
All right, so let me ask you this. What initially got you into the real estate game?
Well, okay. And I'm a little nervous.
Well,
here,
hold on. Before we do that, because now we have a co-host. Introduce yourself. What's your name?
Erica.
All right, and where can people find you?
I mean, people can either find me at my, actually, you won't find me at my day job because I work from home. So you can find me at home working.
Well, ain't nobody finna pop up at your house, so don't say that.
Until they eat her
And don't give anybody any ideas. Never say you can pop up at the house.
Hold on. She caters. She caters.
Yeah,
so if you smell her
I do some
cooking, pop
catering
up.
too. Yeah. Yep. I do some catering, and then I just started this new journey doing real estate with one of my main peeps in my life.
So you say catering, like food?
Yes, I do food. Yep.
What kind of
follow
food?
at Rika's Catering on Instagram. It's Mexican food, so just keep it very simple. I either do tacos or I do red or green chili. So bomb too. That's my honest recipe.
For all you hungry motherfuckers, or for you motherfuckers that when it comes time for you to purchase a home, not only can you have a home, you can eat good upon moving in. How about that?
There you go. Good selling point.
Marketing is is my forte. Okay, so what got you ladies into real estate initially?
Well, I'll go first on this one. And I got to be a little bit vulnerable with you. So this will be a longer answer maybe than what you're looking for.
There's no such thing as a longer answer. Your answer is your answer.
So I'm going to tell you a little story. I had, I went through high school. Like I said, this was my teammate. We were playing ball together. I was a pitcher. She was my, left fielder, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. All the way through high school, had a scholarship, full ride. Yes, academic and athletic. Let's go. And I just, I made some mistakes. Like I said, like where we come from, a lot of my family didn't, parents didn't finish high school, let alone go in and try to get a college degree. But I think that like that part right there of just not really seeing, just I think falling victim to all that. I just made some mistakes nonetheless, and I God bless me with my baby girl at 21. During that time, yes, and I may stumble over this so bear with me. It's my first time, but I'm
taking people's virginities out of here.
Yeah, so I now I'm blushing, but right, basically was like, all right, I'm gonna, I found out I'm gonna have my daughter. I'm 21, by myself. So I'm bringing baby girl in this world by myself. I finished school, whatever I was into, and recession hit. So I was not only working like 13 hours a day, I was going to school at night. Whole time I was pregnant. I finished that up. I mean, probably 4 weeks old. I had to have little mama back in daycare, just grinding it out. Yeah. And you know what, like, thank you, but I like that shit tore me up as a mom. So I'm like, damn, how am I got to do both, and I got to figure out how to do this better. So once I got through that and it working, trying to finish school, having a child by myself, like that whole experience of raising her really just made me decide that the next time I have a child that I'm definitely not fucking doing it like that. Like that's for damn sure. So, I have my son 10 years later, and when I went to go tell my boss that, I'm going to have a child, this and that, she's like, "Oh, what, are you going to take 4 weeks off?" And I'm like, that's all she needed to say to me, honestly, because I remembered like that shit sucked. Like I want to be at home with my child when I had her, have more time. And at that point, I decided I'm going to go in. I'm going to do this I'm going to do what I've been wanting to do for a while. And I gave myself 6 months. I quit cold turkey, like 7.5, 8 months pregnant, and dove into real estate and just working for myself. Like 100%, like sole income, all of that. And honestly, I couldn't really like tell anybody. My family would have thought I was damn crazy. Yeah. Try to talk me out of it. But I did it nonetheless, and I really underestimated myself.
All right, so clearly you have a story, and man, I got what I was looking for and been looking for a minute. I got the single mom and overcoming some shit because man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women out there right now that are single moms, single parents, and they basically have to get it out the mud. But the hard part is getting them to talk about it.
Right.
Because a lot of people are feel like the other people are going to judge them, not realizing that there's so many of you guys out there.
Right.
And it's it's definitely a situation where you go through a lot very quickly in a short period of time. And being a single mother, I know it can't be easy because as a mom, you're nurturing. When it's time to go to the doctor, like no ifs, ands, or buts about it, you got to make sure you're there. When the kid has an owie, there's something, you get that call from the school, you run before anybody else does.
That's right.
Because it's the nurturing side. And then there's the mama bear aspect where you want to be there for everything when it happens, regardless of the situation. Yeah. So, super kudos to you on that. Understand that 100%. I mean, I don't understand that. I'm a father. It's a little different in what we go through on our end, because I'm like, get your ass up, nigga. You're going to be perfectly fine. So, it's a lot different, but it's also still the same. But yours is different because, again, y'all have these things like menstrual cycles where y'all feel crazy.
For sure.
I don't know if you did or didn't have baby daddy drama, but there's that aspect of it, and there's drama there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I don't know if we're single and dating, or at least trying to date, and that's an emotional roller coaster, right? But then you still got to go home and be mom. And the crazy part about it is you got to go to work and be superwoman. You got to take on the world the same way men have to take on the world, only you have to fight 10 times harder because unfortunately you're not the man and you are emotional and you have these feelings and the things that you have to go through. And it's like, fuck you, fuck all of you. Right? But at the same time, you're still also sitting there going, I have to do this for my kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay? Now, let's go to the best friend. Let's talk about your real estate journey. How did you get into real estate?
So, I was supposed to start this journey with Kristine probably about like 4 years ago after my divorce, and it didn't happen. So I think I went to school like 3 times, took these courses 3 times. Finally, I made that choice in March, and I was like, all right, I'm going to finish this, and I'm going to see it through. Gave myself another 6 months for me to conquer, and I finished it. Like, I wrote down everything on my goal list, and so this was just the next step for me to kind of grow, and I give like 1,000%. Kudos to my BFF over here. She just
Well, the cheat sheet. She gave you the cheat sheet, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
girl,
we literally we're on the phone with each other every day, like at 5 o'clock in the morning. Probably because she knew I would be the only one that was up, but we'd just call each other, and lean on each other for support or whatnot, just motivation, and yeah, it was inspiring. And she's like, I was bored at home. I felt like I needed to do more. There was more time on my hands, and I missed being around people, talking to people. So that's kind of where I started with my journey for real estate. And I'm just excited.
All right, so I'm gonna ask both of you in the real estate journey, what was that first sale like?
Wow. Let me tell you what it was like. Being like, oh, let me go see what's going on over here, and then it's a hurricane. It's just, a crazy thing is that when I said I underestimated myself, maybe 6 weeks in the business, I already had 9 contracts, 9.
Okay, super.
Pregnant as hell. I had a big ass belly.
Oh well, see now
Carrying the signs.
Ladies and gentlemen, is a man that has been in the real estate realm since 2006. See, we don't get pregnant belly. We get fat belly. Then no one cares about us. that sympathy that you got being the pregnant woman. Oh my God.
In the Arizona heat.
So not only I can hear them when they get in the car. We didn't got this pregnant woman all out here in the heat. I can, if they was a married couple, you better buy this house. I don't know if I want the house. Well, I want the house, and she's pregnant out here, so we have to make this decision. Oh, the pressure that was put on. Good job. If I ain't gonna lie, if I was a female real estate agent, I'd be walking around with a fake pregnant belly. That shit gonna work for you 100%.
Maybe that's the secret.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right, what was your first sale like?
So my first sale is actually gonna go through. I think by next week, no later than next week.
Oh shit, you about to close?
So, I'm about to close on my first sale, and also 2 of them. So 2, and I've had my license for a little over a month now. So
okay,
yeah,
so
exciting.
here is the question, or what people should know. As women, what steps would they need to take in order to become a real estate agent and potentially become part of your winning team?
Well, I think for me, number one is mindset. Like you have to get right with yourself. All the things that you mentioned earlier, like that mom guilt is so real. Whether you're a mom or you're just a young single woman or you're married trying to change your career, like you really have to get intentional because this shit is fucking hard. Like we make it look easy, put a smile on our face, but it's not. You might have all this money in your pipeline and then boom, rates go through the roof. You have the economic impacts, things that are going on. I mean, I think it was like 30-something% fell off, didn't renew their license. So step number one is clarity, just making sure you know exactly what you want and why you want it, because you're going to need that. You're going to need that when you get in here. And then the second step is I'd say find a team, find a mentor, somebody to help you. When you jump in on your own, you jump in on your own. I mean, you ain't lying. It is still, very much I think a male dominant industry, and just being in business
It's
alone.
sales, and sales requires tenacity and a whole lot of asshole.
Yes, so you got to come in here ready to fight. You need to come in here ready to get, especially if you're, an attractive woman. I mean, there's so many things you're going to put up with and that you're going to have to be able to get through. So just like I said, knowing what you want and remembering that when it gets tough, get a mentor, somebody to help keep you on track. And like you said, give you that blueprint so you don't have to come in and make all those same mistakes that I did and work as many hours as I worked. Like, come in with the team. They already got deals. They got leads. They put you on, and you'll be able to take off in your career much faster.
What would you?
Me, I would say just come in being driven and have your strong mindset that it doesn't matter what happens. Like, you got to keep pushing forward. So like she said, you can have a deal that might fall through, and then you got to go back out there. Just always push forward. So the same thing, just keeping your goal in your mind and really like what your purpose is for you doing what you're doing, because it is a lot of sacrifice. So you don't want that sacrifice to be wasted either.
Well, let's be honest. People are fucking crazy.
Yeah, people are crazy. I didn't, like literally there was an insulting message like as early as 5:30 in the morning, and it's like, holy crap, I had no idea. And I just knew, I was like, man, like when Kristine wakes up and she sees this, like this is gonna be like nuts, for the day. So yeah, people are crazy. It doesn't matter if you're helping them, but at the end of the day, they're your clients, so you got to be able to. You also need to not piss your clients off, or just, I don't know, like, I guess the customer is always right, but you got to manage. You got to manage your attitude if you're naturally have an attitude.
See, I think that's why me personally, I'm not a real estate agent, because I'm a very open, honest, and blunt person.
Me too, but
if you say the wrong thing, I'm going to check you. And at 5'10", 295 pounds, comes off big black man just checking you, I'd probably lose a lot of clients.
So I would say for women then to be more, learn how to be more assertive and really just go get what you want.
So this is where in the sales world, and this goes into like the dating aspect and relationship parts, because what happens is when you're in the sales world, you are now in the man's realm. And in sales, the biggest key is masculinity. You have to become masculine. Now, here's the crazy part, right? I will say this is not the first time I'm meeting you guys. Y'all are both very feminine. Okay? Kristine is a little bit more masculine, but you can tell hers is like, yeah. Right? Erica, you can tell you're 100% feminine as feminine can be. Right?
Wait, so then Kristine's my boyfriend because people, people be saying stuff like that to us, and we're like, come on, really? This is
I
crazy.
can like upon and as a man, right? As a man meeting women, these are the things that we look at, and we know that successful women are gonna come with a very masculine side.
Look at my face when you said that. So, I'm sorry. Tell me, why is it considered masculine? Why is it considered masculine to know what you want?
Yeah.
So, the masculine aspect is the fact that you know what you want.
Okay.
The masculine aspect is the go-getter, is the I will put you in your place if you get out of line, and it's the ambition and the pursuit of success.
Okay.
To most men, that comes natural to us because we usually build things, create things. We go out, we want to conquer shit. You have to teach yourself that, and it's fight or flight. You were a single mom. You had to raise a child on your own. That was the fight. And you're still in the fight. Are you married?
No.
Single?
Single.
Okay, so you're still wearing those shoes, whether you know it or not. So that's where it comes across. And then like when you meet a dude, well, see, it's harder for you to turn that shit off. Damn. Because when you meet a guy, you're like, this motherfucker better do this, and this. You're still in sales mode because now he has to sell you. And that's what makes it harder to cut off, which is why what happens is you need...
Isn't that having standards, though?
That's not standards. Standards are what you're looking for as in terms of what comes to your life. Now, regardless, let me ask you guys these questions. Would you ever date a dude shorter than you?
No.
I mean, I'm like 5'2" and 3/4.
I don't think I could. I was like, I don't think he would go up to my boobs. That's weird.
Exactly. Okay.
You just motorboat me up.
Would you...
Get over here!
Literally, that's what I think. I'm like, that's
Okay.
why I couldn't do it.
So would you date a guy that makes less money than you?
Yeah.
I would. Yeah.
Yeah, but hold on. Let me...
What kind of work ethic do they have?
Before the...
No. So hear me out. So I'm going to finish.
Okay.
Not only does he make less money than you, he's never going to make more money than you or equal you.
No.
That's fine. Does he support me?
You can say that's fine, but you're not keeping that. Because you're the breadwinner.
No. I don't
Let's
want
say
to be
you
the
decide you want more kids or anything else, and it's known women take more vacations than anyone else on this earth. So when shit hits the fan, let's say he wants kids and you gonna give him babies, and those things start to happen. It's if, right? You are the one that is responsible for the home, but now you are being taken out of that role too. Like, you really want to be the person that's like, yeah, we're about to retire off of my it ain't happening.
Hell no. No.
No, I wouldn't do it for somebody that like you weren't. That I can see like maybe if you were with them for a long time and
You're not going to make it that far.
You know
Again,
what I mean?
imagine going.
Yeah.
You're starting off that way. You're not going to get to the marriage part.
Well, then there would be no kids.
Again,
I'll rather have a baby than be with a man with no ambition. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I was
I'm sorry, that's a fuck no. I already done that, made that mistake. Absolutely not. I don't need somebody to make more money than me. I can provide for myself. However, I am.
you want a man that provides for you.
I don't want to come home. I may be a boss at work, and then I still got to be a mom. I want to come home and be in my divine feminine. Like, I want to kick my feet up.
You been watching my podcast? She must have pulled up a couple of my podcasts because people don't know what divine feminine and divine masculinity is.
We talk about this stuff all the time.
So, and that's what I mean. Like, the mindset when I talked about the mom guilt and being able to transition. I mean, you might catch me at work and get a whole different version of me. But when I go home, like I think the man is the spiritual leader of the household. I really think that he.
It goes God, man, woman, children, and in my case, dog.
Facts.
I got a dog.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. I don't know about my dog. I'm just kidding. No, I love my dog.
Crazy.
But no, I think that that is so important, and I don't even give a shit. That's what I'm attracted to. I told you I know what I want, like 100%, and I want a man that is stronger than me, and I don't want to have to be less of a woman.
Well,
to
cool.
find it.
That was the next question too. Do you want a man that's bigger and stronger than you?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Do you want a man that is smarter than you?
Yes. So then they can teach me.
Slightly.
I would say yes. I say
Slightly is still a yes.
Because if they're not smarter, then how are they supposed to lead you? You know, into
Thank you.
something great. Yeah, both.
See?
Like, yeah.
Dom DeMarco.
Okay. Now, have those things been searched for since the beginning of time? I'm talking cavemen.
Oh,
Did they
like
have
Adam
to be
and Eve?
taller, stronger?
No.
Huh? You don't think that's been going on since the beginning of time?
I don't think they had to be. I think they just naturally were.
Well, here's the crazy part. They had to be. Because since the beginning of time, that's the only way us as men have been able to get women. See, nowadays, a lot of times y'all can base it off of, oh, he's cute, or he's handsome, or he's this. No, the biggest, strongest, ugliest, burliest, fattest motherfucker that could beat up everybody in the village or whatever you want to call in the woods and the caves and the fields, that makes your heart melt. That's okay. He can protect me. The bigger, stronger, taller, smarter. Because if he's smart, then at that point in time, he could build a house. He could snare a deer. There's a lot of different shit. The things that we still look for today are the things that are like bred in our DNA as human beings, right? And it's never going to change. A lot of times we hear, well, times have changed. No, time has changed. But what's in your DNA, your blood, everything hasn't. When you guys were children, you loved to play with Barbies and nurture them, and you talked to them and had conversations and gave them fake air tea and all kinds of shit. And we played with G.I. Joes and we cranched them up against each other and threw them in crash cars. And well, you have a son and a daughter, right?
I do.
You see the differences, right? It's amazing what you see in your children. And what we don't do is we don't put 2 and 2 together. How old is your son?
4.
How many girls have you caught him checking out already?
Oh, all the time. This one right here next to me.
All of them.
Okay. How many kids do you have, Erica?
2. I got 2 daughters.
2 daughters. Okay. Now, especially you with you, you're feminine as fuck. Your daughters are probably super sweet, super nurturing, loving, caring, and they're probably very emotional.
No, actually, they're not.
The younger one.
My youngest one, she's really sweet. Yeah, she's super, I got 1 and 1. Actually, they fit both of me because my oldest, she's pretty sassy. You know, she's more athletic. Like, she does what I do. And then my youngest is just really sweet and super emotional, correct. Absolutely. But she's very driven.
Well, both of your daughters are going to be very driven because guess who they're with?
Their mama.
And children learn from what they watch their parents do.
Yeah.
And here's the crazy part. To get away from the dating part, now we go to the parenting part. As parents, what we don't realize is your children are going to mimic your life. If they see you as a single woman, this is where we talk generational curses. 99.9% of the time, they're going to end up being the same exact thing. They may get a relationship, they may even get married, but it's going to be short term because they already have, well, if you stay that way, they would have these years. Let's see, well, my mom can do it, so I can do it too. So when she gets pregnant, well, my mom did it, I can do it too. I have no problem pushing him away. For boys, I watch my mom struggle, and I hate that. But at the same time, I watch my mom do it by myself, so there's no reason that I have to actually stay to her. So it's easier for him to walk. Plus, as men, just going to be honest, I'm a father, but I can tell you this. If push comes to shove and I need to go do what I got to do to take care of my family, I love my kids, but fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids.
And I say that in a way as, again, I've had it where I have multiple businesses. I was working 20 hours a day. You think they get to see me? No. It's the same thing in relationships. Like, women don't understand. How can he be away from me? I want to see him. I want to spend so much time. We have a duty. And because we're not emotional like that, we actually have something in us that it's like, I love you to death. I'll die for you. But I got to take care of this family. So this is what I got to go do. I understand you want cuddles and all this other crazy shit, and just spend time with me. Just sit on the couch and watch Love and Hip Hop for one fucking night. No. Watch the Teletubbies with the kids. Do this, do that. It's not that we don't want to. Again, there's something in us. We have to do this. We are just naturally, like me personally, I've been working since I was 12 years old. Me not working, me taking off a week, 2 weeks from work, me going on vacation. Well, there's a reason men don't take vacation. That shit kills us. It's boring. Like, it's nice and it's fun to relax, but it's better to be out. Like, we feel like we're achieving something. We're gaining and garnering the respect of other people, which is like, in the world you guys are in, you know why men usually flourish so much? Because it's not who's on my team. It's not even who's across the city. It's the fact that we found out that Jeffrey in Atlanta sold this many homes and he made this much fucking money and he's ahead of me. No, fuck you. Kiss my ass, suck my dick. You're not beating me this year. So, like,
You're competitive.
Yeah. At one point in time, I sold Kirby's. There was a guy in Texas that was beating me.
Hell no.
I was brand new. My first question was, who's the best in the business? Well, he sells like one a day, so he's going to sell 30 to 31 in a month. Fuck that shit. I'm finna sell 50. Kiss my ass.
Yeah.
I said, Bailey, what is you talking about? So I had to sell them goddamn Kirby, and I dog walked his ass. And when we met in Kansas City for the summit, he had to come over and be like, okay, so I get to see my competition. Okay, this is what's going on. Yeah, kiss my ass. Give me my fucking gold ring.
You want your crown.
So that goes to the masculinity aspect. And what you're doing, how competitive are you?
Oh, very competitive. And, it's not even... I've got to a point now where I'm no longer competing with everybody else because I came out the gate swinging. Like, and like you said, it's like do or die, right? Failure's not an option. But my competition is really with myself. Like, don't catch me slipping ever doing less than I did. Because I ain't going backwards.
Well, and I will say this: your biggest competition should always be yourself. You should want to beat yourself. So, like, Miss, a month ago, and you got 2 you're about to close on.
Yeah, and then I got some more too in my pipeline.
Okay, so this is what will make you more successful than anything. If you close 2 this month, you got to close 3 next month, and you build that up. And don't ever lose that competitive edge, because that's what's going to take you to the next level. That's where there was a song back in the day that said racks on racks on racks.
Yeah, it's continuous. I think that's what the problem is sometimes with people is like they get too comfortable, but that's never been me.
I know, which is
As
why
calm
you're
as I am.
which is
I
why
was
you're
like,
on this couch right
now
now.
I'm on this couch,
we told you get
I ain't
comfortable
no
being
bee.
uncomfortable.
I was like, yeah. I was like,
Did you
when
just
it
not
comes down
cuss?
to it, I was
Did
like,
you
yeah.
just say I'm no bitch?
I'm
She's like, I know punk bitch.
You say I know bitch.
Me no punk bitch.
Girl, tell them how you feel.
I keep it PG.
Fuck PG. I ain't
Fuck
keeping it
PG.
PG. I don't
You
keep
know
it
what?
PG.
You want to know what's
Girl.
funny? Is someone told me I had a really bad mouth, and I was like, really? And my girls too. They'll tell you, like, my mom has a bad mouth.
You know what's crazy? In doing anything with real estate, and then for instance, like selling cars. So I do a little something on the side with a car lot that I'm a part of, and you know what you know what, it humanizes you when you're sitting there and you're like, so this guy came to come buy a car. I was like, just think about all the different bitches you're gonna get pulling up in this Mercedes. And he was like,
What?
what? I was like, let's be real. Why do you want a Mercedes? He's like, because it's a good car. It's a good car, and everybody notices you, especially the women. He was like, yeah, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, that's true. Exactly. I know. Like, we don't do this for any other reason. Like, that's the number one reason. But what happened is it humanized me. As salespeople, sometimes a little bit of foul language, or being able to meet them on their plane, and it humanizes you. And then what happens is they're like, okay, yeah, this is my real estate agent. This is my car salesman. This is my rental agent. Yeah, this is my Airbnb guy. It's little things like that that really take you to the next. Even Kirby's. I walk up in there, we had to do the little thing and vacuum their bed, and I'd be like, you really want your kids breathing this shit? They kind of looked at me like, did he just say shit? But at the same time, they looked at that pad and be like,
Hell no.
fuck no.
I was like, that's him. Yeah.
Now all of a sudden they start cursing. They start being themselves. You want to stay for dinner tonight? Well, it depends. Let's see how long this is gonna take. What's she cooking for dinner today?
Tacos.
It's little things. I'll take some tacos. I ain't gonna lie. You make good shrimp tacos?
I sure do.
I will fuck up some shrimp tacos right now. But yeah, little things like that will humanize you. So in doing real estate, now you for a month, you for 4 years, what are some of the lessons that you have learned about people?
It's funny you asked me that. I was thinking about it. I think part of what makes women successful in this business is our femininity. So yes, we're competitive or have that aspect being in sales, but I look at myself as a consultant and I can manage people's emotions. So I already know what triggers them, but the first thing I get to know is like, why? Like, what's their goals? Like, but why? Why do you want to get this house? I had a friend, and this is the biggest lesson that I learned and I try to teach to other people is if you're here for a paycheck and you're just trying to in it for your own gain, like that's great, the money's going to come, but if you're not here to serve other people, people will see that real quick. You don't have their best interest in mind, because as soon as it comes to your money versus like what they want and things get a little bit crazy in real estate, I mean it'll go south quick. So you like, I mean, don't be on that fake shit. Like seriously, like people, please don't go in there. Like, what do you want? I'm a real person just like you. I bought my first house for $450. I'm not even kidding. And the way that I was able to structure that, I didn't have extra money and all this down payment. You know, I was on a set income. With raising my kids. So when I went into this business, I remembered like how hard it was to buy a house and how every single agent was like, oh, do this or just get this one. Just push your budget up this high. You just need this much more money. Go get a gift. I'm like, from who?
So this again is why I said they are definitely.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
So they're the only When it comes to women in the workplace, there are two jobs that I compare to each other. What puts a woman in her feminine when she's at work: real estate and strippers. Because you have to cater to your customer. Now, when I was younger and a little more wilder, and I love real estate agents. You know why? Because y'all have to be feminine at work. I go look at houses just for the fuck of it. Because you can meet some beautiful fucking real estate agents.
Remember what I said you had to deal with, ladies?
Yeah,
right
and,
here.
And look, and I'm going. Y'all know I tell the truth.
Like, send me that prequel before we go out and look.
I never had a problem with that, so that was perfectly fine. I walk in with that already. Let's go. The crazy part about it is what the greatest part about that is something you don't see nowadays. You dress up for work. You wear heels. You're either in a pantsuit or a nice little dress or something like that, right? And it's easy to go, you want to go out for dinner? And it can go to the next level. So as much, for my guys out there, as much as it's can somewhat be a turnoff dealing with a woman who's in her masculine, go for a real estate agent because she's also very much so in her feminine. She has to be. She has to look like that. Y'all see these women, you see their makeup? They just got off work, okay? If y'all can see what they was wearing, you'd be like, okay, I see what you're talking about.
This is every day, though. We do ourselves every day. We're not those chicks that just don't.
But this the
nothing,
problem.
you know?
When does your job actually end?
It does.
It doesn't.
You're a real estate agent 24/7.
Yeah, no, I'm up every day at like 4:30 in the morning, and full boom. First thing I do is go shower, get dressed, and then have some time, and then clock into my regular job and do real estate, mom stuff. Yeah, it doesn't end until like midnight, maybe past sometimes.
And you?
I'm just thinking about like, you know, are you pimping me out on the show? I'm just
Me no pimping nobody. No.
He asked me if I was single, and then he just put y'all up on game.
Well, she already told me she's divorced, so we know she's single. So
No, I'm just playing with you. What's the question?
when does your day end and start?
Well, right now, I mean, it's always the season. Like I own the whole brokerage. I'm the broker. I'm the mama. I'm the daddy. All those things. Like the.
So
agent.
she's the busy one. So if you do decide to hit on her, understand she's busy.
Really busy.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
So if I make time for you, don't take that shit for granted.
So you can't take her to McDonald's, Burger King, or Taco Bell.
No,
She's not going for it.
No.
but I'll eat some tacos. What's up?
Yeah. Free tacos.
So take her to the food truck. All right. When it comes to real estate, what do you say is the hardest part for you?
Balance.
Of?
Everything. You know, I went into this, I guess, like entrepreneurial journey because I wanted to have both. Like, I didn't want to choose this or this. Like, how can I have both? And the hardest thing for me is balancing home, personal life, self-care, everybody else's bullshit all the time. You're never always perfectly balanced, but just being aware. I wake up, I journal, I start with God. So I pray, I read, yep. And I read, I journal, I map out my day. It's not that I don't already know what's on the calendar. It's like I'm intentional with this. Like, this is what I want, and this is why. And I can tell usually, like, part of that is like, who do I want to connect with today? Who am I going to pour into today? Like, what does that look like? Like, my purpose here is to inspire people. So sometimes I might get caught up in that and be like, dang, I need to do this and that at home. Or sometimes my kids might, get the best of me where they need me more there as a mom. So you better believe I'm going to show up for them,
Okay, now I have to ask this question because I hear this quite often. So you are pouring into, who's pouring into you?
That's a beautiful question. So I have professionally, I have amazing business partners and people that support me. I think my family supports me as well to a level they can understand. But I'm doing something that we haven't done before. I'm trying to break those generational curses and not have my kids, make the mistakes that I made, but also not be a victim of not only their own circumstances, but of mine. Like I'm creating generational wealth, like period. And that I don't.
She said, period.
Period. Period. So, I do have people that mentors and like I said, great partners professionally and really good friends and in my circle. But I think that's part of the whole relationship conversation is like just finding somebody who's aligned, like mindset, and that can pour into me and not be intimidated or whatever that looks like. Because they make less money or they're shorter than me, which is pretty fucking hard to do. I'm just telling you.
She out here dating midgets. What about you, Erica?
The hardest thing for me right now is literally just kind of like sitting back and not fully knowing everything. I am a pretty big time like go getter. I'm quieter. I'm definitely more in silent. But that is the hardest. That's the hardest thing. No, I have to. I'm like a perfectionist, so I have to have everything in place and everything organized before I go like full throttle, and I feel comfortable. So that's just my nature. That's who
What's
I am.
your sign? No, I'm playing.
I'm a Leo.
No, I'm playing.
But I don't really.
I don't know what none of that shit. I don't know what none of that shit means.
What he
At
means
the
to
end
say
of
is
the
what's your
day,
phone number.
like I literally like what I do for a living is pretty much like project managing. So you gotta think about that. Like I deal with my life like risk management. Just that's just how my brain thinks and operates. And then once I get comfortable, then it's like peace. See you later. That's the biggest thing. Is just kind of even talking too. Like right now. Like I don't know. I like to talk to people just randomly, just go up to people, but this is
why this works for me.
different.
So
Yeah.
this works for me because for anybody that goes out with me, there's no such thing as a stranger.
Yeah.
And I don't just talk to people. I create friends by talking shit to people. Yeah. So it could be the craziest thing in the world. We could be in Walmart, Target, or whatever, and it just depends on what they're doing. I can make something real crazy out of the situation that is, and then they just open up and they start talking, and from there, honestly, that's where I go into my little sales pitch of whatever I feel like might work for that person. Now,
So maybe it's time then, right? Then that would be time, just giving myself time. If you think about it.
Yeah.
It can be time.
Yep.
Like I'm impatient. There you go.
here's the crazy part, right? Because with that thought process and that mentality, just gonna be honest, it's a little bit of a bit controlling. Let it go.
Yeah.
Because what you're gonna find out is while you're sitting back and trying to make this perfect plan, you're letting people around you move and shake that should have been part of what you needed them to be. That's a deal over there that you didn't even realize because you didn't even say anything.
That's really good feedback.
There's so many things, and I say this, I've been in sales for 28 years. Let control freaks don't make it.
That's right.
The moment you let go and you learn to take, you're going to take incredible chances. More of those are actually going to pay off for you than not. Now,
Very good. Thank you. I was like, that's really good advice.
next question. What comes easiest for you guys in real estate?
Dealing with people for sure. Like I'm an in-person individual, so I think dealing with I come from like a finance background, but I worked in the banks. People coming in the door. There's like two things that piss people off. You mess with their food, or you mess with their money.
Sure.
I started in restaurants and all of that, and then went into working for a bank. But dealing with people and knowing how to not take things personally, that they're just venting and giving them that space to vent and be like, it has no effect on me whatsoever, but I feel you. Tell me that I'm here for you. And again, that's that. Like, I think that's something women really bring to the table. So just dealing with them and managing their emotions, like that comes very natural to me. I can break down those walls and find out like what they really want, what their goals are, and hopefully like inspire them to get there. So it's like I'm not even really selling people. You just like have to sell yourself. You know that they trust you to take them there. So
true, but it don't hurt that y'all are pretty girls, because even if so you know how you walking through Walmart and the Dish Network guy is sitting there. Hey, you want Dish Network? You want this? And you're like, no, motherfucker, leave me alone. Right? But then you get to the other side of the store. There's a pretty chick. I'm like, oh yeah, what specials you got going on? I'm gonna stop and listen just for that reason alone. Like, you get a sales pitch or the option to pitch just for the fact that like you're gonna get attention and eyes, and that's for men and women, because women like pretty things too. So yeah.
Then how are men still running it?
Because we have a tenacity. We don't give up. How many motherfuckers try to get your number over and over and over again?
A lot.
Thank you. When we ask for some shit and you say no, we don't take no.
Yeah, they don't take no for an answer.
In our world, and old school sales, make them hang up on you is what they used to say.
Dang.
Okay? If you don't hang up on me, if you don't walk away, if you don't say fuck you, I'm gonna keep coming at you. Well, you know what we also find out in dating, because we get told no a lot, which is why men shoot so many shots.
That's why we think you guys don't listen.
It's a numbers game. It's not the fact that we don't listen. No, it's a numbers game. Yeah. 2, this is what you guys don't realize. And I'll go ahead and give y'all the tea. If your ass is, even when you have a man and you're sitting there still talking to me, I know that there's something wrong in the home, because if you was really happy, you wouldn't keep talking to me. Sure. You did not walk away. Oh, I got a man. Okay, but you're still sitting here talking to me.
Yeah, why are you talking?
So I'm going to keep shooting woo. Why? Hey, you didn't give me your phone number? Give me the Instagram. Oh, you don't give me your Snapchat. Give me what's your name? I'm finna look you up on Facebook. Oh, that got it. Cool. I just sent you a DM on Messenger. Oh, you accepted it. Oh, you responded back. Cool. I'm in the game. That's how we win, because we do that. 2, when it comes to sales, and if we're like selling a man, well, we are in it. We just got to earn your respect. So we have to find the common ground. Who's your favorite? I'm sure you've heard it. Who's your favorite football team, baseball team, basketball? We got to find out what you like. Once we find out what you like, well, I like that too. I remember back in the day when I was like 24, 25, 26. That's when I was cooking. But my a lead chef at another property hotel, I work for John Q. Hammond's, and they work for Trump Hotel. And the biggest thing was we share industry secrets, especially when it comes to like distributors. He wanted to play golf. I ain't never played golf goddamn day in my life. Yeah, I'll meet you out there. Now I'm scrambling, and I'm a lefty, so I got to find these damn golf clubs because that's where the deal was going to be made. That's where I was going to get the information. And the thing about it, I didn't even really have to play. I just really had to show up and drink, and be like, yeah, you know, I kind of suck. I haven't been doing this. He's like, I know your ass don't play no damn golf. It's all we have to do, but it's the fact that I showed up. So it's a different game. See, for you, it's a little bit of cat and mouse. For us, we literally had to chase the ball. And it's the same way dating goes. We have to chase the ball. It's a batting average. Batting average, look at, oh, he's got a .21. That means he only hits 21% of the time. That means out of 100 motherfucking pitches, he hits the ball 21 times. You fucking suck. But in baseball, that's the shit.
Yeah.
So that's how we treat that aspect of our lives. See, for you, we pursue you. So you're batting 1,000. Fuck you. You get to go. Yeah, no.
right now.
Okay, y'all get to just be on easy mode. See?
I don't think so, though.
But
How
no.
is it easy?
But see here,
It
no.
is not
Now it's a
easy.
little different in that realm. But two, think about this. Y'all, who makes the final decision on the house?
Oh, the woman.
The woman.
Thank
The
you.
woman's
Now,
time.
you think that when they were sitting there and they were looking at listings, your picture pops up. Now, imagine seeing your face or seeing this face. Who you think she's gonna choose? Who's she gonna choose?
You.
No, she's not. She gonna choose you. They gonna be like, that nigga look like he just got out of prison. He's not finna sell me
Oh,
out.
I thought you meant on some jealousy. It happens too sometimes.
Well,
They're like,
well,
oh no, you can't work with her. Or,
Yeah.
there's a lot of like cattiness going on. And
Now that will happen, but that's far and few between, and usually, just based off of what I know, see, those are the rich, snarky BS, and according to her shit don't stink. So now when she sees you, she's like looking down on you. This is competition. But for the degular home wife, she's picking you every single time. You know why? Well, she's going to use you as a weapon. One, you're going to be her best friend. Two, it's going to be harder for him to say no to me and you. So you're going to get far more leads. Yeah, it's just now you have to learn how to play the game a little bit. Because, man, we come in with that logic shit. Well, I understand you want this, Barbara, but Adam's sitting here thinking about it, and this is like $20,000 over the budget. But she's like, he'll work overtime.
I know. Where do I say?
And I'll be like, yeah, but you really want to do that to your Adam? Do you want to do that? You can see it on his face. Anything for you, Barbara. Anything for you. But he's really saying, you keep saying what you're saying, Bailey. I got you. now he's got Erica and Kristine sitting there. They're like, yeah, you'll work that overtime, won't you? You want to make your wife happy. The kids are going to love this.
You'll be like, you want to come do real estate? You're going to recruit him.
So that's the difference between like sales and sales schemes. And when you understand sales, see, if you need some help with some sales, just come chill with me for a couple hours.
Yeah.
I will teach you some. And that's another king of comebacks. When people say shit, you just gotta come back. You just gotta rebut. It doesn't matter what you say. There half the time, and make the rebuttal something. Make them laugh. The more you make them laugh, it's over. It's rap. Yeah. That's how I win people over. I just make them laugh. I say stupidest, dumbest fucking shit, and then they laugh it, and it's a win-win. All right. So, are you doing commercial real estate, or are you doing residential?
Residential. Yeah. I do plan, like I said, I just went live, but I do have a plan to have different divisions in the brokerage, property management, commercial, and continue to branch out. But right now, just residential. That's keeping us busy enough.
All right. Who's doing y'all's videography for these houses?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked.
Oh.
Y'all have a videographer?
Position is open.
Oh, no, it's not. It just got filled. No, I can assist you with that, and I got some great referrals too.
Nice.
So, because this is the thing, I know there's a lot out there, and it takes a lot. And when you got like 10 properties, I get busy. But I can be like, I got somebody I'm sending over. I got you, and the work is still gonna be A1.
Yeah, and honestly, everything's on social. So if you're not creating content, putting it out there, then it's a wrap. Speaking
of content, go ahead and go to hustlefit.com. This is a video plug while at the
You're welcome.
at the same time pushing my merch. Make sure y'all go ahead and do that and get that.
I like that first one.
You said the one with the lips?
Yeah, that was a good one.
I just made that.
It's a cool one.
So
I almost
hold on.
wore that shirt today. That was cute.
See what you tripping? That one, brand spanking new. That one, brand
one.
spanking new.
They're all cool.
So I had to. That's my hustle bear. Cause right now I'm fluffier than usual, and I'm a big ass bear. I was like, yeah, this shirt on me. It's perfect. This is me, hustle bear. So,
Love it.
what are some of the things y'all like to do when you're not working?
Yeah,
Outdoor stuff. I don't know. I like to be out like in nature, like at the lake, at the pool. Well, the pool's not really nature, but we could make it nature.
The pool is outside.
People would be skinny
The
dipping.
pool's outside. That's
Hiking,
nature.
like I don't know. I like to go hiking, go camping, or just go take like little like day trip events and go get lost in the woods somewhere, or out on the beach too. I can do that.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say this, because this is new. I'm from Inglewood, California. Okay, in California, we got a ton of Latinos, Latinas, Mexicans out the ass. But it wasn't till I moved here to motherfucking Phoenix, Arizona. Y'all niggas love to camp and shit. What the fuck is going on? What is going on in the goddamn woods in Arizona where y'all want to stay in the goddamn woods, in the trees, in the middle of nowhere, doing pass me the cerveza.
Yeah.
Give me some tacos. Y'all building
We're
fires
good.
and fucking
No,
grilling
glamping.
and shit.
You gotta go glamping.
What the fuck is that?
I don't want to go camping anymore because then you gotta sleep on like an air mattress and then your back hurts. I want to go glamping.
Wait,
So then I have a shower or
what is that? What is?
glamping, you have like an RV, you go out in the woods.
No, that's not
it's
camp.
made.
See, my black ass ain't
And then-
never been camping a day in my life, and that's what I want to sleep on the floor or the
Yeah.
air mattress.
The air mat.
I want to.
Back's gonna hurt.
I want to be laying there with this by my side, talking about I can't wait for the damn lion to show up. Come on, where that motherfucker at? I want my dog running around barking at every goddamn thing all night long. I want my kids to be like, Dad, can we make some s'mores?
Right.
Want to make some s'mores. I look forward to that. I want to do that. Talking about some glamping. I don't want to be.
Nah, I don't want no phone, no internet.
Yeah,
Nobody
no
asking
phone,
me
no.
for shit because I can't get it. I'm in the woods.
Yeah, I want to be away from. I want to be like the Clampets in the woods. I want to be like the Clampets in the woods, only black.
There's black bears out there.
I am a black bear.
Black bears.
Recent sighting. First black bear.
Look, you guys are sitting in the room with a black bear right now. We are
And a snow
protectors.
bunny.
Y'all be see. I got a snow bunny and I got a chupacabra, the pretty one.
That sounds like my last name. That's funny.
So camping, outdoors, boating. I know. So I've seen both of y'all's Facebook now at this point. So I know some of the shit y'all like to do because you know, you do podcasts. You got to do a little bit of research. You got to check some shit out and see, and that helps create questions and shit. Y'all spend a lot of time on some goddamn boats, though. I see
We
that.
do.
What is with the boats, and where are y'all boating at?
So my boat is named Lonnie Bell after my daughter.
Lonnie
Bell. Shout out to baby girl. Love you. So when COVID hit and
I know your son mad as hell. You named the boat after her.
oh no, I got
was
him.
here first.
Don't worry, Bobby. That's my baby. He knows I got him. No, I launched. We called it. It was kind of convenient when they legalized marijuana in Arizona recreationally. My business partner and I did a whole little thing where we were like, we want to create a lifestyle, right? And I called it live, stay, play. So like we're talking about where you're going to live at. We're building that foundation, home base. Staying at like vacation, VRBOs, and then play was the boat. Like we do a lot of recreational. People have sand rails, boats, all of those things. So We called it Wake and Lake Boats, appropriate, right? and that's what we're trying to do. Trying to wake and lake.
Well, next time y'all waking on the lake, okay, call me up and I'll bring the bacon. Because I like to be on the... I ain't been on the... I'm trying to be on the boat with my flippy flops on. I'm on a boat.
I got one question for you, though.
Ask
Do
away.
you know how to back up a trailer?
Hell yeah.
All right. Sold. That's all you need.
To go left, you gotta go right. To go right, you gotta go left.
Okay,
I mean, we do too, but it's like it's a lot of work. You know, we don't want to deal with that.
If
We'll
you
take
don't
the
know
truck
what you're
in
doing-
the boat, and you can just back it up and pull it out, and we just want to sit on
I
the boat.
keep telling everybody, once I retire, is what I'm gonna call it the toy time for me. I got what's today's date? The 25th or the 5th? I got a year and 21 days.
I remember.
Nice.
I'm buying me another mini mansion that's going to have an RV garage because I'm buying an RV, not per se for glamping.
Yeah, for glamping.
But for
How else would you
I'm
buy
a
an RV?
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation type. I'm going from city to city, state to state. And you see these cameras, they're going with me. I got GoPro sitting up there ready to go. You see the mountain bike in the living room, another one in the garage. I'm living life. 4-wheelers, side-by-sides, boats. I'm about to blow some bags.
Well, we left out the part about the boats. So I actually started renting it and just started a company. So I got to have the boat for free. And it makes money.
So you bought a boat, but you rent it out, and they're paying for the boat.
Facts. So you don't keep your bread. Keep your bread because my masculinity just got that boat for free.
That's actually smart as fuck. I ain't never thought about doing that. Whew. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a winner.
Say something.
All right. Well, we have come to the special time on the show that I call Rapid Fire. Since you're both here, you both have to answer the questions. So, what Rapid Fire is, I'm just going to go through and ask you guys questions, and you guys answer it. No explanations needed.
Perfect.
Okay?
It's nerve-wracking.
I was like, sometimes I have to explain my answers because you'd be like,
yeah.
No explanations.
The misinterpretation.
Okay.
The possibilities.
Some of these are kind of wild, too, so. First one. You ready?
Go for it.
Do you sleep naked?
yes.
Yes.
Not all the
Well,
time.
actually, not anymore.
You don't have to explain. No explanations.
Not anymore.
Have you ever been in love?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you have tattoos?
Yes.
Can any of your friends unlock your phone?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you believe in fate?
Yes.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Calls or texts?
Text.
Favorite type of underwear?
None.
Thong.
What do you love eating?
Tacos.
How old were you when you got your first kiss?
10.
13. Yeah.
Super strength or invisibility?
Invisibility.
Wait, what did you say?
Super strength or invisibility?
Invisibility.
Pie or cake?
Pie.
Cake.
Favorite sex position?
Ooh.
Uh,
On top.
no, I like it from behind.
Movie or series?
Movie.
Movie.
Watch or necklace?
Watch.
A watch.
Clothes or shoes?
Shoes. I love shoes.
What's your last Google search? Check your phones.
Shit. on the private browser or the regular one?
Oh, shit. Well, in your case, private browser then.
Can you get my
Hotel Palomar parking validation.
I don't know. My phone's over there, but it's probably something real estate because I was working earlier.
No, it was how to get to the dispensary.
Oh, yes.
Probably.
Probably.
One thing you'll never do again.
Settle.
Get married.
Oh no, baby, you can't give up faith.
I don't want to get
Marriage is
married. I was like,
beautiful.
no, I'm good. I was like,
What is the simplest way to make you smile?
Make me laugh.
to make me smile? I
Yep.
don't know. Do something goofy.
Who are you currently crushing on?
Ooh, I can't say that out loud.
I can't say that out loud. But I have a celebrity crush. His name's Kike Hernandez.
Oh, stop.
Plays for the Dodgers, but he's married.
Last kiss. Who did you last kiss?
Can't say that out loud.
I can't say that.
Oh my god. What is the best part of your morning?
The whole thing.
The early morning, like when I first wake up.
Worst fear.
Failing.
Favorite ice cream flavor.
Butter pecan.
Pistachio.
How long can you go without drinking?
As long as I want.
How long can I go without drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Until I have no willpower. until I go around my family.
What's your dream career?
My dream career?
None.
I don't know. Is motherhood? I don't
trying to quit.
think, like a career wise.
Social media or hanging out?
Hanging out.
Hanging out for sure.
And last question. What's the best podcast in the city?
NoCappReact.
Let's go. NoCappReacts with the black bear.
Until we come out with Black Bear does real estate.
I don't know if I would want to be a real estate agent because of the benefits of not being an
No, you don't. You just gotta own the company that does the photography, the videography. All that.
What's that? What's
Well,
his
I already
name?
own
Warren
that, so I'm
Buffett? Like
good.
Warren Buffett. Just be like Warren Buffett.
That's what that. Look, so I've paid attention to some of the best. Let's just put it like that. And yeah, let's just say there's been some big people that have been mentors to me, and I pay attention and I listen and I watch, and then I play my cards right. And I tell everybody all the time, I'm the brokest motherfucker you know.
That's right.
So, and I'm going to do that until the day that I die. But my kids won't be. All right, so here's where I turn the show over to you ladies.
Ooh.
So, Kristine, you made it very clear you had a message. You said you want to talk your shit.
Oh yeah.
You have a voice and you want it to be heard. Okay.
Yes.
Let them know. What you talking about?
I'm talking about, well, I'm going to speak to all of the women, ladies. Number one, stop calling yourself bitches, okay? Unless that's what you want to be and what you want to be treated like. Number one. Number two, men are going to treat you, and I'm only speaking from experience because I fucked this up more than once. Excuse my language, but it's true. Quit settling. And I don't even want to use the term like fuck boy or bitches or anything like that. Like, quit settling and allowing people in your circle that are not in alignment with your goals, because they are just going to bring you down. When you go in like this and somebody's stagnant, that becomes an anchor. So you really got to stop that. And I think, honestly, it's just like women need to... I think we need to embrace our femininity. I don't want to get deep on you. Here,
No,
like,
get deep.
Yeah, no, it's
I just had a 3-hour podcast, 3.5-hour podcast on Sunday because, well, she's 25. Her son's father passed away, so she's a single mom. But she don't get a choice. And I mean, the biggest thing is she wants to understand men and what it's going to take to like get to that next level. And how do you get a good man? How you find a good man? So it turned into, it was a deep conversation.
yeah.
And this is what my platform is for. You know why? Because the shit you're saying is the shit that women need to hear, and they need to hear from other women.
Yeah.
Because when they hear from my black ass, you're a misogynist. You hate women Who hurt you? Your mom didn't raise you right. What? All the bullshit that they say, and it's like, I'm only repeating the same thing that y'all talk about with each other. But it's because it comes out of my mouth. I'm a man that it's shitty. So, talk your
Well, I
talk.
mean, I did see your post with 2 different women. I said, wait, is this the same one or is these 2 different one? And he's like, no, this is just what I like or something.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know. So
He's like, I'm going to just throw this out here. She could look like this or like this.
She
and I'm with it.
brought it up. So we'll go ahead. I usually do read one of my posts from Facebook because I be on some shit. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know from the words of Mr. Bailey. Dealing with the wrong one just isn't an option. I have so much to lose by letting you in. My life is drama-free as hell. I have no issues, no problems, no worries. Messing with my peace is like messing with my kids. I have 0 issues with that prison sentence. Life is amazing when you live simply. I do what I gotta do, and then I relax. No drama means no trauma. I'm healed and healthy, and I require the same, boo-boo. That's the extent of my pickiness. Look good, cook good, feel good, taste good, gym good. I'm always on my A game as long as I see you on yours. And yes, I got a picture of a pretty thick booty Latina and a nice little brown skin. And I was going to pull up a pink toe, but everyone that I was fucking, they were all just ugly. And I wasn't going to go on Instagram. And I was working. So I was like, fuck it.
Wait, what? You're going to pull up a what?
Pink toe.
What's a pink toe?
A Caucasian.
Oh!
A snow bunny.
Okay. Is that what you would call me? A pink toe?
A pink
Is
toe.
that what that means?
Call them pink toes.
Oh, okay.
At least it's not a puto.
So yeah, like, okay, so when you say settle, because this is where words have meanings, and right, and the current society we live, ignorance is bliss, and people seem to forget what the fuck a word is and the meaning of it, and what is settling?
I'm so glad you asked that. That does not mean unwillingness to compromise, and I think women have that twisted.
Thank you.
Yeah, a little bit, and that's not a bad thing. It's just when I don't care, man, woman, whatever type of relationship, there's always going to be a compromise because it's not like my way or the highway. You're not in a parent-child relationship. So you do have to be willing to compromise and sacrifice and meet your partner's needs. That is not the same as settling. Settling is accepting someone being with you who's never going to allow you to become the best version of yourself as a woman, who can let you go to work and be a boss or, even stay at home in your femininity, whatever that looks like somebody who's going to support you in your goals and what you want and even maybe push you outside of your comfort zone to be a little more. So I think settling is settling on yourself, like you settling for what you want for yourself.
Now, I do have to ask a very, very, very important question. Because in a relationship, seeing as you also particularly want a man that makes more than you, in that situation, and he is the one basically the breadwinner, the one taking care of home, the one coming with all this shit. 9 times out of 10, yeah, he's gonna support you, right? But do you think that a man, especially a man that's doing more than you, especially if you're a woman where you're a high earner, do you think that man is really going to support you when he's making more and doing more than you? And is that a settle?
If he's not going to support me, absolutely.
Now, here's the crazy part, and that's where the masculine part comes in. Now, we have these conversations quite often about the feminist movement, right? Do you guys realize, like, the only thing that came out of the feminist movement is they talked y'all into going into the working field?
Right. No, seriously. Absolutely.
And let's be real. Do both of you really want to work for the rest of your life?
Oh, no.
No. I was like, no. But you don't have I don't know. I feel like you don't have a choice. Like
No.
I don't feel like I have a choice other than to just like make money, move forward, provide, and give my daughters like the best life that they could possibly have.
Correct.
And leave something for them.
As a parent, because I'm a father, right? When I say give my kids the best life, I can say when I was like in my 20s, I thought that meant, well, at the time then, Ed Hardy, backseat of a foreign vehicle, a big house, all the toys and shit that they wanted, right? But you know what I realized something very quickly that I think our generation is missing right now?
The time,
No.
the one-on-one.
No. Well, yes.
Yeah. Like that's I mean like the
Two
quality.
parents.
Oh, two parents.
facts.
Yeah.
Here's the
Facts.
problem. If I'm supporting you in chasing your fucking dream and I'm already creating the dream for the family, where the fuck are our kids? Y'all have been the foundation of the home since the beginning of time. And a lot of time I hear women saying, support me, support me, support me. I want to support you in taking care of our damn home because my kids need you far more than I need more money in a bank account.
You got to find someone that you trust though for that.
Yeah. Oh, well, on that note, I can tell you 98 or 99% of men asking for my phone number don't do that.
Well, okay, so here's
they don't do that.
Catch 22 for you, boo boo. So let me ask you this: when a man, okay, so let's say I leave my house and I decide to throw on every chain I got, I throw on every designer I got, I pull out the big boy car,
You're on that bullshit.
like, no, I'm not. Right? I'm sitting here. I'm 100% in pursuit of finding my wife.
Okay.
Right? But in order to do that, I peacock out the fucking ass. Right? When I look like that, do you think I'm going to find wifey material? Or do you think I'm going to find, oh, he got the bag material?
Yeah,
Right.
that's the one that you're going to be looking at. But I don't personally like men that are flashy like that.
But again, now let's reverse that. Because this is what happens with a lot of women today, especially successful women. I have a career, I have my business, I have this, I have that. When you lead with that, guess who is the number one to hit you up? Broke boy.
Oh
what
my
you want to
gosh.
do? What you want to do? They're gonna come for you.
Is there
like
like
a sugar mama or something
Correct.
like that? Is ridiculous.
if there was like if it was a thing to be a filter to like just filter that out? Oh,
yeah,
that is serious.
So, but again, that's where these conversations are important. And I say this to men and women. As a man, you have to build yourself up. You have to build yourself in a way where when a woman walks in the room, she has no choice but to pay attention to you. And not because you're the shiniest, flashiest thing in the room. Okay? As a woman, you need to be the fly on the wall, but you need to be on the wall of the room of the type of men that you're looking for.
Preach.
You have to put yourself in the position. And guess what? In order for you to find true love and true happiness, you actually have to work at it as hard as you're willing to work on your career. Because finding a love isn't easy. And it's not just love, because I'm tired of hearing everyone say, oh, I just want to find love. I want to find love. It's a fucking feeling. Okay? Erica, reach over and pinch her in the arm. It lasts that long. You literally fall in love, you fall out of love, and you can fall back in love. And people, because, oh, I fell out of love, that's why we broke up. You're an idiot. You threw away a life. You threw away a family. You threw away a whole lot of shit. Because whether we like to hear it or not, and it's been proven, because now we have statistics out the ass, and I'm the king of numbers and statistics. Statistics will gladly tell you, 9 times out of 10, the first person that marry you, the next person is going to be below that one. And if you go again, it's going to be below that one. And it's going to continue. You were at the pinnacle. You were at the peak. Just like usually, unfortunately, and I know this is going to hurt you, Kristine. Usually your baby daddy, it doesn't go up from there. It goes down.
Hell no.
No, I don't accept
Again,
that.
Here's the problem. I know you guys don't accept that.
I don't accept
But
it because
there's
I
women
had to get married.
There's a lot of women that don't accept that, and then they also become cat ladies. And there's more women
No,
that's happening far more now than ever before.
No.
let me know when it's my turn.
It's always your turn.
No, so this is where the explanation is important. I don't need somebody who makes more money than me. I know that if somebody makes as much money as me or more money than me or is as passionate as I am, there's things that come with that lets me know they're going to put that passion or they're going to match my effort. So when I am like my why, when somebody, I have to give
Let me pause you real quick. All right, so giving it up for Marcy. She's a regular. She pays attention. She takes advice. She's actually called in to get advice. And she said, I figured out that I'm not looking for a career or a partner per se. I'm looking for a family. I figured it out.
Love that.
But does she have kids?
She's in her 50s. Yeah, she's kids. She was married for 22 years. She's divorced.
That's her family.
No.
That's what I learned. That's
No.
what I learned is because
You know what you're also going to learn?
Is like more toxic and it's bringing you down.
You know what
and
you're going to
like
learn?
the main person in your marriage to go and have people strive and create and it's but you're limiting yourself.
Here's a hard truth.
No,
I'm going to give you a hard truth. I don't know. No one ever accepts it because it sucks.
I'll listen though.
Okay, the hard truth is your kids aren't your family because, well, you left home and got married and made your own family, right? Mm-hmm. And your kids are going to do the exact same thing. And like her, 50-something years old, her kids have left her. And I know you think that your kids are just going to, oh, my kids. No, when they fall in love, you cease to exist, baby girl. You're not that important. And then when they have kids, you're even less important. Yeah. Which is why when we become grandparents, especially grandmothers, that is your biggest feat in life. You're going to find out when you become a grandmother, that is the highest achievement in life for you. Your biggest, greatest achievement are going to be your children and then your grandchildren. And if you're not if you're not pushing your children to do better than you did in having children and marriage and giving you your legacy before you pass, that again, that's the generational curse. That's the thing. Money doesn't matter because you know why? Before there was money, we made it. While there's money, we're making it. Poor people are still making it. And what makes them happier than anything is family, which is why I put more into my children than I even do my careers now. I'm the most ambitious motherfucker. Literally, I've been working since I was 12. Taking a vacations for me is like pulling teeth. I don't care about not working. As a matter of fact, when I'm not working, I want to work. Or I'm figuring out a way to make more money. I think about shit. That's where t-shirt designs and shit come from. Literally, I saw a woman's lips. Like, damn, she has some nice ass lips. She has some pretty teeth, too. I was like, boop, come Photoshop. Blah. Okay, look at myself. I was wearing a certain outfit. Bear, let's do it. That's going to make money. I learned I can monetize anything. That's just what we do. And the beautiful part about it is, like, I'm not with my kid's mom. Right? But I know what makes her happier than anything. Our fucking kids. And y'all live for that shit, which is why you're going so hard.
No, that's true.
No, 100%.
That's true.
Now let's go to a part of a conversation that was spoken on last week. BRICS. What happens when this dollar, because you guys, we have to understand, the dollar as we know it is only valuable to us. It really has zero value. What happens when you find out that dollar has zero value anymore. You know what you're going to lean back on? You're going to want your family. World War III starts, which we're getting real fucking close right now. Even today, China just made another threat to the U.S. over Taiwan. All right, cool. Let that happen. Let these lights go out. Who's protecting you and your children? I know your first thing is going to be, I'm going to protect us. Cool. But wait till a nigga like me comes at you. Because guess what? When the lights go out and the power goes out, prison doors open. Lights go out. See all the animals you don't see right now because there's traffic and street lights. That's not going to happen anymore. Who's coming to protect you? Who's taking care of you? Can you build fires? I mean, I know you can camp and shit. This is way deeper than camping because that's how you're living.
Yeah.
You know, that's happened to me. So I had somebody like a little home, like a home. I say little home invasion.
Until you go through those things, you don't realize how vulnerable you truly are.
Oh no, we realized. I was like,
No, I literally had a
completely
man at my
understand that.
door breaking in my house with my 10-year-old and my 8-month-old baby, or 8-month-old baby, like at 6 a.m. getting ready for school.
How does that make you feel?
I mean, well, at the time, I mean, Mama Bear was in full effect, like, so, but I was reacting, like, I was scared, but I reacted, like, I had to hold him at gunpoint, he was armed, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I tried to shoot him.
So she looks like this, but she's definitely,
That's right.
she put a motherfucker.
I did it. I was so damn scared. I didn't even chamber. But no, you're right. Like, I don't want to have, like, don't get me wrong. Like, you come for my kids, or just like you said in your post, it's the same. Like, my kids,
You're going to
my
go
family.
for it. Yep.
Yeah.
But back to the conversation, it's not about money. I don't do what I do. You know, I grew up so poor. It's not even like 1-bedroom family of 5. I have all brothers. You know, it wasn't even. It's not about the money. It's about the freedom. Like, I want to be able to live my life and not be dependent. You know, I come from being on food stamps, on access, all these things. I never want to sit in there again.
Cool. But see, this is
Like-
I love this conversation. Perfect. Right?
Like,
But
I
see,
want a partner.
Yeah.
So when I say it's the
that's-
quality, not to, and then I'm
that's
so sorry
the-
for interrupting you. I say it's a partner. So you're gonna have to have those characteristics.
So
I'm gonna do this for a minute, okay? I appreciate that 100,000,000%. As a matter of fact, that's absolutely fucking amazing. Okay?
now, the reason that I say this, and this is the thing, the world we live in today, you guys realize and understand that what you're saying also only puts you in a worst case scenario, because we walk around saying, I have to do this because if I get a man that does this, the thought process is, if I have him, he's not staying around. Like, we used to, when marriage used to happen, when our grandparents and our great-grandparents, you know, the motherfuckers that was married for 50, 60, 70 years, divorce wasn't an option. Like
Yeah,
me,
it wasn't.
whoever I marry, I'm never getting divorced.
Yeah.
Point blank, period. Which is why I also live my life differently, and I've set it up, and I'm very honest about how I am and what I do. And yeah, I'm probably gonna have 2 or 3 wives, but they're gonna be well taken care of. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I'm definitely the breadwinner, point blank. And my job doesn't stop until I die. Simple as that. But this is the problem. So many people today, which is why the divorce rate is now at 56% and still rising, is because the thought process isn't, if we do this, the vow to God and your family and your friends says till death do us part. But it actually goes till I'm unhappy does us part. The moment something's not working, he wasn't supporting me. He makes $90,000 and I needed him to make 92.
I wouldn't be
not
something
you.
for me.
This is
Yeah.
what happens in the world today.
Yeah.
Okay? And we need to vet our partners differently. I say this all the time, and I was having this conversation before the show started. Women need to stop listening to what men say and start paying attention to what they do. Actions speak louder than words. And a man shows you who he is from day one. And when you marry broke, fuck up, no good, ass whooping dude, don't think my love is going to change him. No. It's not, because that's who he is. And you refuse to accept him for that.
Right.
Because you think you're going to change him, and then when he doesn't change, you get fed up. And here's the bad part. I see a lot of extremely beautiful women put themselves through these traumatic situations that by the time they meet the right man,
they're fucked up.
You fuck it up.
But let me ask you a question. What's your responsibility in that? So if you're supposed to honor your wife and there's other commandments as well, and a woman doesn't, she wants exclusivity. She'll trade the immediate for the ultimate. She ain't worried about having 4 husbands. She's happy with just one. So when the wife desires to have exclusivity,
well, that's a different conversation.
Okay,
because here's the thing. Marcy says stop entertaining those type of guys. True. Okay, now when it comes to men as a whole, and we want to talk commandments, first tell me, what man in the Bible was faithful?
Jesus.
Jesus had 2 wives. He had Mary and Mary Magdalene, and he had to marry his mother.
Are you trying to justify
it's not justification.
Adultery?
So have you read the Bible? Because adultery means that a man covets another man's wife. And adultery for a woman is coveting another man if she's married. It says a man is not to lay with a man. Doesn't say anything about a woman laying with a woman. So we take these things and we take these commandments and try to make them to be what they are. But since Solomon had 300 wives and 400 concubines, Abraham, multiple wives, Moses, multiple wives, every single person and every single man in the Bible, 86% of the world today practices polygamy. As a matter of fact, the slave owners also had multiple wives until 1913 when they put the tax law in place and then told even them, y'all are done. No more multiple wives. Even you, Mr. White Man, because we need to tax all of you motherfuckers freely because the frees were released in 1891 and we have to be able to tax all you motherfuckers. So you better start practicing monogamy. And it's only in the U.S., Australia, the UK, and most of Europe.
And this is why women are working so hard. That bullshit.
But here's the thing.
No, I'm serious. Like, if you desire exclusivity and you're a loyal person and you want that to be
then you just have to find a man that's going to do that.
Sure.
But what was God's first commandment to men?
As far as what?
Go out and multiply.
Go be a fisherman.
Yeah, a fisherman. Yeah.
Go out and multiply.
Yeah.
What is multiplying? One man, you put 99 women with one man, he can recreate this entire world.
Was it man or men?
Man.
Like, there's a difference.
The reason that it is, well, let me ask you both this question. When you fall in love, do other men cease to exist to you?
In a certain way, in a certain light. Like,
Yeah.
Are you when you fall in love with a man, are you looking to be with other men?
no.
Not pursuing like that. But
Okay,
having
when a
friends.
man falls in love with you, he still see other women.
Sure.
Yeah,
seeing
he's always
them,
constantly checking out.
but taking
people,
action on that
probably.
is a little bit different.
So let's go back to where our conversation was earlier of what's in our DNA. You can't stop that. Not only that, even in the world we live in today, y'all outnumber men 4-1, easy. If God came down right now, opened up the heavens and said, Bailey, take a wife. Well, you're one. Okay. He comes back 10 minutes later. Next closest one. Well, now you're 2. Okay.
now we have a throuple.
Now we got a throb.
And guess what? There's going to be 2 more, whether you like it or not.
Like
And this
that
is-
show, Sister Wives. I don't know.
No,
how
this
they
is
do it.
exactly why women have started to provide for themselves.
No,
because
that has nothing to do why women started to provide for themselves, because men have been providing for you since day one. And if you look at the 86% of the other countries where they're practicing this, lower crimes against women, Men aren't beating women. There's less. We can't say the R word, so we'll put a G on it and say less grape.
Yeah.
There's so many things, and guess what? Your life is also a lot easier. Those women don't work. They don't have to.
That's fine.
That's boring.
But that I don't.
How is that
I'm
boring?
telling you, as a
Boring.
woman,
I was like,
I don't desire to have that. It's just
Well,
it's
no.
not
That's because you've been raised in the United States of America, where that's
Yeah.
all you know and what you've been taught. They teach you you're special, and they teach you Disney movies with Aladdin and princesses and happily ever after. But answer this question: where is the Disney movie that shows you what happy ever after looks like?
but having
it's different for everybody.
let's
It
just
doesn't
say
because it just doesn't exist.
having one. I think having one wife is hard enough. Can you imagine these? I just can't imagine someone having 4 wives and
Pasa Shelley, he says sounds misogynistic.
lot.
There is nothing
That's
about
a
that
lot.
that sounds like hate.
that's a lot.
It's not. No, you know why it's not a lot? Because when you're living life in a simple manner,
That is not simple. 4 wives is not simple.
Women are very complex.
Women are
That-
complex.
women. But here's the thing: if a man is leading you and you're in your divine feminine, you're no longer complex. You're complex because you have to be. You're in fight or flight mode.
Okay.
You're still fighting.
But I still ain't no fucking sister wife. I'll tell you that much.
Well, okay. Well, let me ask this question: have you ever been with a woman?
In what capacity?
Sexually.
I don't know if I can answer this question live.
Just is a yes or no
Sure,
question.
yes.
Okay. Erica,
No,
would you?
no. I think women are disgusting.
I think
Now-
women are beautiful, but
I mean,
not like
No,
that.
hold on. Okay.
Not like that.
But hold on.
About just the woman, like
Okay, perfect.
We're beautiful because
But let me also prove something to you. Y'all are best friends, huh?
Yes,
And y'all help each other and do a whole lot of shit for each other, huh?
we should.
And y'all don't have to be intimate at all, right?
No,
And you still have each other's backs. Okay, so imagine if you had a man that you both loved and he made your lives easier for y'all. Didn't have to do as much as y'all do. Y'all get to raise your families. Would you still be mad at that?
No,
No.
then I should be able to have 2 husbands. Then.
yeah. Then I want 2 husbands.
Again, by the
I
time
want one to stay home and
when-
cuddle up and one to go make the money.
when you fall in love, you're not gonna want that. That's the thing. When women fall in love, other men cease to exist. So you're not gonna have that thought process. 2, if that man is doing what he's supposed to do, he is providing. So you don't need a man to cuddle up with and another man to go make the money. Now you're just being greedy. Now you just want somebody I can.
I think that man is being greedy.
I think he's
No.
being
And I
Well,
don't
no,
think
no,
that
no.
man's ever truly in
You-
love
you know
with
why
anybody but his own desires. And I think
or his own self.
I think
Hold
that
on.
there's things you have to.
Here's the beautiful part about it. Do you guys really think that men truly actually fall in love, or is it they want to be respected and admired by their men?
I think it's respected and admired. For
Thank
sure.
you. You guys fall in love. We desire respect and admiration. And in that, we do everything we can under the sun. And here's the crazy part. So we're going to play this little game. All right. When you're married, you've got a man. You say, I want a purse. What's he do?
Usually buy. Well, my
I've never
ex used
been
to
married.
buy me. Yeah, my ex used to buy me stuff all the time.
Okay. You say you want a bigger house. He will usually do what?
No, I got the bigger house.
No,
Yeah. Women are out here doing it.
Hold on.
Girls.
Hear me out. If a woman, you're married, you got to take yourself out of your single realm, and we're going to go off the generalities of the world we live in today. If a woman comes to her husband and says, I want to have another baby, we need a bigger house, what's going to happen?
They're gonna have a baby. They're gonna get a bigger house.
And they're going to get a bigger house. Okay? If a man says, hey, or a woman comes to her, hey, I don't like my car anymore and it's starting to give me some problems, I need a new car, what's he going to do?
Go
I mean,
get a
he
new
should
car.
buy her a
Figure
new car.
something else. Yeah,
He's going to get you a new car one way or another.
a good one. Yes.
Okay? If a motherfucker breaks in the house and your husband's laying next to you, he's going to get up and do what?
Fix it. Oh, breaks in. Oh, someone. Yeah.
Someone breaks in the house, he's going to get up and do
Well, then
what?
He's gonna break their neck.
Correct. He is going to protect his family.
Yeah.
And a true marriage, you say jump and he says how high. Doesn't matter what it is. Y'all want vacations every year, 2 to 3 times a year. You are usually the ones that want multiple children. We don't tell you no. That list goes how long?
Dang, I'm like, I was definitely married to the wrong person.
I don't think there's
seriously,
an abundance of the type of man you're describing,
Yeah.
and
Well,
I just don't.
Here-
And again, it is your circle, but there's not an abundance.
Well, no, this is the problem.
Of a
I'm
man
not
who
saying
shows up like that.
I'm
There's
not
really
saying
not.
there's an abundance, because in history, 40% of men have procreated, 98% of women have procreated. You guys go for the top of the top and have all throughout history, which goes back to DNA. But when you do get that man that allows that and does that and is willing to make that happen for you, how long can that list be?
I don't think my list is long at all.
I believe in limitations.
You guys never think your list is long as all.
I really
Right?
don't. It's a mutual, it's like a mutual respect.
That's still
too.
not an
It's like,
excuse.
I don't know.
All right,
To be
now-
like,
Like you got
No,
a lot of
no.
items.
It's like-
I get a lot of vaginas.
No,
Yeah,
no. See, and that's the thing. You guys always say it's a lot of vaginas. No, it's not a lot of vaginas. If it's you and her, you two, one dude, it's one vagina. But here's the crazy part. So let's say, regardless of the situation, right? This man jumps through hoops to give you whatever the fuck you want. Point blank, period. Let that man come to you and you go, okay, babe, what's the one thing you want in life? You know what 99.9% of men are going to say?
what?
To fuck another chick.
Yeah.
What are you going to say?
Depends. How long have we been married?
But that's not what we're talking about. We're
It's
talking
it's
about
not
multiple
about
wives. We're
it's-
talking about marriage.
No. It's
I
there's a
think if
difference
women
because
do
even
decide to do that, it's because they're
let's
unhappy.
hold on. No, it's not, because we don't care about that. Best pussy in the world is new pussy. I'm just gonna tell you that as a man. Y'all hate to hear the truth, but the best pussy in the world is new pussy, which is why most men just there's no point in getting in a relationship.
That's where men got us fucked up. The only thing I want to hear is the truth. So I'm tired of men being on that bullshit. Like, just
But
like,
if-
You can't handle
what
the truth,
authenticity
for sure.
to
is
hear
what
the
we
truth,
value.
you also have to be able to accept the truth.
Sure.
And the thing, what you don't realize is going into your divine feminine, when you get to that point, you're going to realize everything that you say. See, I love women like you. You know why? Like, it was like my ex-girlfriend. I would never be with a woman. I would never do this. I would never share that. I would never do this. Cool. I'm like, all right. Took her to the club. Put a couple drinks in her.
Fuck her whole world up.
Saw this chick was checking out my chick. Saw that chick was checking me out. Cool. She wasn't paying attention. Walked over there. Go over there. That's my girl. She says you're cute. Go kiss her. She kissed her.
She did it.
And enjoyed it. Okay. Cool. You want to come back to the house with us? Yeah. But I played it different because I'm a freak like that. I tie her up in the chair. Okay. And I fucked the other chick real quick, just for a quick moment. Then I go over to my girl, put your hand in between her legs. Why you so fucking wet? I thought I would hate it, but at the same time, it's turning me on so much. Can you please untie me? Can you untie me? Can you untie me? Y'all say shit because you don't know what actually turns you on because you've never been in that situation. And you don't actually have to touch the woman. And the thing about it is, the right man is going to make sure both of you are taken care of. And then the craziest part about it is, we're going to kick her out the house and you're getting double time. Right? And then in the world we live in today, whether y'all like it or not, what keeps more marriages together than anything else?
Oh, sex.
And usually he's having sex with a prostitute or a side chick and then comes home to you and everything is perfectly fine. Because if he goes to the side chick or his prostitute, he realized everything he has at home is 10 times better. But sex is a motherfucker. I just watched a video today on a sex therapist who's also a porn star, and that's what she does. And the wives send their husband to them to keep their relationship together. Since the very beginning of time, even old Paul, your grandfather, was he 100% faithful? You're Mexican.
No.
Yeah.
He was not.
But
But I
grandma's.
think that's also a curse, a family curse too.
Where's the curse in that?
Lit up
Could-
the family.
No.
Grandmother was
split up the
absolutely
family.
happy, and they were together for 50, 60, 70 years. What are you talking
Okay.
about?
No,
Can I-
because there's not just with that, not just with women. There is addiction to women. There's addiction to drugs, to alcohol. Whatever.
But those are
Like,
two. See,
there's-
this is what happens when these
That is-
conversations.
that's just
we
sin. I
no,
think
we
that's
take it to
putting
the
more
far
sin.
left where we do the extremes of it. It's like a person. Oh, I just want to have a drink. Oh, but you're gonna go be an alcoholic. I haven't drank in like 10 years. I just asked for one drink. We got to stay away from the extremes. We also got to stay away from, again, these worst case scenarios. The moment you bring up scenario, it's, oh, well, if you do one, it's gonna be multiple. First off, a man's biggest moment of respect, if I'm out at the mall and this chick says, I want to fuck the shit out of you, and then I call and go, Kristine, this chick at Victoria, I was here at Victoria's Secrets getting your favorite bras because you don't wear underwear. And she's bad. I'm gonna send you a picture of her. She says she's with it. And you say no. Did I respect you? And I say, cool. Wait, no. I say, cool. I'm coming home. I got your bras. Now, when I walk through the door, are you yelling at me, or are you about to become Sophia? Because that was her name, and she was bad as fuck.
Sophia.
And I'm about to fuck the shit out of you, and your name is now Sophia. Okay. You know how many women won't do that? You know how many women? I can't believe you call me and ask me to sleep with another woman.
No, I would appreciate
It's
No,
the biggest
the honesty,
form.
though.
Thank
The
you. It's the biggest
honesty.
form of respect. But what you guys need to understand, and this lets me know a lot, and it lets me, because it's not just you, it's a lot of people. Do you understand who and what a man is and what really makes us happy? Because see, you can tell me what makes you happy and what you're looking for in your standards, and you won't settle. But who asks who to marry them?
I mean, this
I'm
is
gonna ask.
2023.
I'm gonna ask.
But I ain't asking him.
I would not ever ask a man to marry.
You're damn right, because you know we're gonna say no.
No.
Because this is the thing, we have to actually take that leap to say, will you marry us?
But I could say though, I would leave. A man won't leave. I think they're more committed to marriage for sure than what women are.
But correct,
It's
because
typically
a
it's the
man, you
women
can
that
put a man
leaves.
through dog shit.
Yeah, and they're still.
We are still going to stay there because we understand that ship rolls down, right? And if you go down at some point in time, you got to go back up. And we're willing to put in that. But that's why they say when a woman comes unhappy, it's amazing how the relationship becomes really vulnerable.
Yep.
You guys are ruled by emotions.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I was like,
Hold on.
yeah, we got to control those. I know.
I got something to say.
Okay, so hold on. One vagina prostitution. What the hell's going on here? Y'all got me in tears here. No lie. This is half professional, half dark interview.
I'm here for it.
These are the interviews that people really need to be. This is the shit that people listen to and they tune in like crazy. Okay,
So let me ask you a question.
ask away.
So how in let's just call it retirement, because you're going to need to be completely off of work to have that many wives. How do you anticipate, or how do you expect that you're going to be able to do that? Like, do you really think in this day and age you can go find that many wives that are going to be cool living with you and actually genuinely have like all the things that you want, or you're taking pieces from this one? Like, how do you expect you're going to make that happen?
Okay,
And all of them are going to stay.
And what if she has like 2 other husbands?
First and foremost, I'm not marrying a chick that's already married. Secondly, it's actually a lot. Who do you think has a bigger sex drive, men or women?
It depends. What age?
No.
What age? Because it depends.
No, because
men,
Kirk Douglas, was it Kirk Douglas, Al Pacino? 90 years old, they're still making babies. Men's sex, as long as it works, which means as long as we're physically take care of ourselves, our drive is through the roof, which is why 80-year-old Hugh Hefner was dealing with 20-year-old and multiple girlfriends. You guys don't understand. What you truly need to understand is 9 times out of 10, as a man, And if I love you, I respect you. And because I respect you, half of the freaky shit that I want to do to your ass, I don't. I'm not going to slut you out.
No, bye with that.
You say bye, but it's like,
No, it's not disrespectful to engage like that with your partner. No, it's not. It's disrespectful to think that you need to go outside of our covenant to create that. And really, that's like a limiting mindset. What makes you think you can't find one woman that can be everything, all of those things, or that wouldn't be willing to try?
the second part is the best. Try. Try. Okay? If a man, see, have you ever fucked a dude where he just fucked you in a way that it just, you could tell he just really didn't give a fuck, and then you didn't hear from him again?
No, that's never happened. You gotta allow, like, if you allow something
an emotional
like that
lover.
to happen, yeah. I was like, if you allow.
Okay, so that means you're not meeting the dude and just going straight in.
No.
Okay, those are the one night stands. That's a situation where he knows he can fuck you in the ass, dick's covered in shit and all. He's putting that motherfucker in your mouth. She likes it. There's some dirty shit. There's a reason Chris Brown, Trey Songz, even R. Kelly be peeing on women. Like,
no thing.
no, but this is things that men are into, and they're not gonna subject that to the woman they love.
Why?
Because we respect you, and
No,
that
that's
is
some
not
bullshit.
respectable.
That's some bullshit. What if your wife was about it?
You want to let a motherfucker pee on you?
What if your wife was about it? If my husband was like, "Oh my God, I want to pee on you," I'd be like, "Bet right now." But you better show up for me like that.
See, that's why he will go get somebody that he could just slut out real quick and then walk away.
So then
'Cause
who's
he
the
doesn't wanna
problem?
do it.
Hold on. Then who's the problem?
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna give you this ultimate.
Why women are making
He
money?
said, "Nah, this is
Nah.
hilarious. 10 out of 10." He said, "Market this. I was trying to eat my Jello, Bailey." Okay. So let me. I'm gonna give you this professional. It's a question, and it's a beautiful question. I love asking this question too. Okay, so you've been married for 22 years. Okay, so this lady was married for 22 years. After 22 years, her husband cheated one time, and that one time, she left him. 5 years later, she's still seeing a therapist to get over it.
That's crazy. That's her problem.
Yeah, she should have tried.
He's remarried. In the 5 years, she's tried to date. She's found nothing close to her husband. They raised children. He paid all the bills. He even left, gave her the house, gave her the car. He gave her everything. He started over. He rebuilt himself. The sex therapist asked her this question because she said, "Okay, you've been with me for 5 years. I need to ask you this question. What hurts?" First off, you have to answer this question. One or the other. You can't say neither. You can't say both. You have to absolutely choose, which means you have to make a decision. You found out your husband sleeps with a woman one time, or he has a family on the other side of town. Which one hurts you the most?
Family.
The family on the other side of town.
Why?
Because they hid it probably and lied. And it's a whole family.
So what you're saying is, inevitably, you know that sex means shit to men, but having another family means everything.
Yes, absolutely.
So the fact that you're arguing about cheating actually sounds absurd
No,
because you already know the truth.
No. It's because, well, my marriage did have infidelity in it, and I stayed. But the problem was...
Pause there.
Yeah,
Pause
I
there.
stayed and tried to work it out.
Now, here's the crazy part. Are you the only woman that does that?
No, there's a lot of
because
women.
inherently
Yeah.
you all know that infidelity doesn't mean shit because sex to a man is the same as us literally taking a piss.
But if it was a whole relationship that went on for like 2 years, yes, that's
now
a
that
problem.
is totally
And then,
different. Hold on. Wait. You answered. You answered. Hold on. Because there's two of you here.
Yeah.
Which one hurts you most, Kristine?
The family, but it's because I feel like I would be with somebody who I just have no idea who they are. Because to hide a whole family and to do all that, then you're just basically living like a lie or a double life. Like I'm not with that.
And the fact that you know that,
and that's a moral
life,
foundation.
That's a life that he built with you, and he's building with someone else. Correct?
No, and here's where I think like it's a little bit twisted, or maybe the level of women that you're talking to see this differently. I'm not sure, but if a woman is that destroyed by a man cheating, then that's her problem, and it's not what he did wrong, right? Doesn't matter. Like a sin is a sin. You know what I mean? And that's where faith comes in. A sin is a sin. So I could like punch you in the face and you could go sleep with new vagina every day. We're both sinning, right? But let's turn that around. One of your 30 wives is like, yeah, I was over here.
You see how it went from 2 to 3
Hold
to
on.
4 to 30?
No, I have a question. I'm not done. Yeah. May I finish my question?
Finish. I'm just trying to figure out how we got to 30 wives.
I mean, I'm just optimistic for you.
No, I'm not optimistic. I said 2 to 3. I said 2 to 3. 2 to 3.
Oh, but you can't do 30.
I don't want to do 30.
Why not?
Because biblically speaking, I have to be able to provide for them.
Well,
if you don't have the ability to provide for them, which I'm not saying that I'm not going to get to a point to where I can't provide for 30 women, but at the same time too, again, what I do majority is for my children. And when I pass on, my wives are taken care of. The woman that I'm with is going to be 100% taken care of. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Okay.
I'm not doing that times 30.
Okay.
Plus, I got an extremely high sex drive, but I'm not finna sit here and say that I'm robo-dick.
Okay. But still, to think whether you need 30 or that one can't give you or be enough, right? Like that one couldn't be enough, or that whatever, 30 is too much. All those are limiting beliefs. What happens when one of your 3 or even your single wife, like as in one, tells you she was out, on a side mission before she came home? Then what? You cool with that?
Well, you know why we're not cool with that? Because you already told on yourself. Sex for you is emotional. Sex for men is not.
I mean,
and guess what? The only women that we know that can have unemotional sex are hoes. There's this thing called pair bonding. When you have 7 or under partners, look, I saw her look up. She's counting in her head. You have 7 or under partners. You do what's called pair bonding. Once you get to around 10, statistics have proved you have an 80% chance of divorce, because now you have a mental Rolodex of dicks, right? And what happens is your best lover is usually within your top 5, and you're chasing that feeling, which is why you go through so many. Or you become reckless. And what happens is now, at some point in time, you got some good D. And when shit's not working out, and because unfortunately you guys do have a plethora, guarantee your DMs are full of dudes that are interested in you. That doesn't happen for men. So when he fucks up, especially in modern day, your first thought process is, I can replace you with a different dick.
I can buy that shit off the shelf.
Exactly. See, and that's the difference between modern day dating and dating back in the day. Back in the day, well, there was no internet, so grandma and grandpa, like, you only dated who was in your city. And then grandma chose the best of the best in that city. Like, he drives the beat down Chevy truck from 1930, but there's Billy Bob with the newest, latest, greatest truck, and he's got the job at the mine, and he's making good money, and he already bought a house. He can provide for you. Everything, if you break down everything we've had a conversation about, everything that we talked to, which you guys watch this even back, you're going to realize every conversation we had goes to what is natural to us in our DNA, which is why, at the end of the day, Erica and every other woman in this world, when your man cheats, you complain about it, but you still stay, because you know that sex doesn't mean shit. And yes, the world has taught you that you are Princess Leia, You are Princess Jasmine, and you are enough. But in real life, and since the very beginning of time, Adam in the Bible in Hebrew is Adam. What is an Adam? More than one.
Did you just say dom?
A dom.
Like as
Adam.
in a dominant?
In Hebrew, it's Adam. In
Okay.
English, it's Adam. Atom.
Okay.
Which is more than one. For the woman, it's Yvesh.
More than one husband.
It's more than one woman. So when they tell the story of Adam and Eve, it's already told incorrectly. There was more than one man and there was more than one woman, which if you read the Bible correctly, you also find out that after they said Adam and Eve, they said womankind and mankind. Because it's against the law for a brother to sleep with a brother, a sister to sleep with a sister, mom to sleep with the son, and etc. He said, I'm fact checking all these Bible references too.
Thank you.
And these
Who's that?
random percentages. It definitely
keeping
happens
track
for
in my
me.
head, too.
Yeah.
Hey, who's that?
Like-
Much love.
It's Pod. It's Pod's son.
You guys are back.
Shout out to Pod.
So,
Well, hold on. So now I'm curious.
ask away.
I just think you're on that bullshit with 3 wives. Like, seriously.
Why is that?
3 wives.
Why is that bullshit?
That's
I couldn't
bullshit
not.
because.
And again,
let me
hold
tell you-
on. See, stop going with the bigger number. I said 2, 3.
Oh, now he's
2 to
dwindling him
3.
down.
No, I will rewind this
By
goddamn
the time
footage.
I'm done, you're gonna be like, all right, I'll take one. I'll just
You
be
gotta-
single.
You know what the crazy part is? Even when I get into a relationship, even fuck that. I'm just
You don't want my question.
no. I want you to ask your question.
Okay.
I've cheated once. 7-year relationship. 3 years into that, 4 years into that, her best friend became our girlfriend. I had 2 girlfriends.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
Made things complicated.
not at all. Actually, I can literally say that is the best relationship I've had. And the only reason we broke up, we had a 4-month-old daughter, passed away. I would have spent the rest of my life with her. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And then shortly after that, my grandmother passed away. Okay. At 18 and 19 years old, that's a lot to deal with. Next relationship, 6 years, 100% monogamy. The only woman I actually got engaged to. But she fucked up.
She cheated on you?
No, she did not. Okay? It was other shit. Money. The root of all evil. The thing that women chase more than anything. Let me get to the bag. Fucked it up. And she had everything. Didn't work. All she did was shop all day. That's it. Literally. Shopped all day. And it was one day where I was really like, you go shopping all fucking day long. You ain't never bought me shit. You ain't never came home with anything for me. Like, we had a 3-bedroom apartment. 1 bedroom, which was the second largest bedroom in the place, was full of clothes and clothes racks. She had clothes with tags on them she hadn't touched in months. Some years. I'm like, what are you even shopping for? So the next day she went and bought me a pair of baby blue rolled down Timbs. But there was another situation, which is when I was getting into my real estate venture, where I'm going to take my girls on a trip to Vegas and not tell me shit. And I'm just watching shit come out. So I cut the card off and cut her off. And then all of a sudden, you don't even do nothing for me. No, you're right. I'm done doing for you.
But if you had a bad one,
Or a woman.
she wouldn't need your card. She would appreciate it. She wouldn't need you to ask her. And you wouldn't need to go to have 2 other vaginas. Because when moments like that, and
I didn't
men pretend
have
they're not
2 other
emotional,
vaginas.
the need for validation, and as a man, right, to feel like validated, appreciated.
Okay, I
guess we
love
could-
you use the term validation.
So women need, I need validation. Women need, everybody does. At
But you
some
know what
point in your
validates a
life-
man?
What?
So when a man gets mad, who does he go out with?
His voice.
You know why?
Because he needs to get away and blow out some steam.
No. Guess who
don't wanna
usually
fight?
respects him? A man will go to work or go hang out with his boys because they respect him.
Right. And if he
That
wasn't-
is our validation. So when you said the key thing, no, we're not running to another chick because another chick doesn't validate us.
right.
Our
So-
boys do, or our job does, because we go where we're respected. We don't, like, we are constantly in the pursuit of pussy, but that's not validation. And that's another thing that I try to teach a lot of women.
I don't think
But there's
that's
a lot of
validation. That's not what I'm
emotional.
saying.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of emotional men too that do seek validation.
Well,
from other women.
today we're living in an age of younger dudes that are very emotional, but they've also been raised by who?
Moms.
Single
And
moms,
that
yeah.
is a problem. Like, I won't argue with you on that. But the reason why women are evolving, number one, because we have to.
Are you evolving? Are you...
Adapting.
No, you're not even adapting.
You're
Again,
surviving.
you guys allowed this so-called feminist movement to just get you to abandon your children to go into the work
Why?
field. No, it's literally true.
No,
Before women went to work. No, this is before you. You're not in this equation. Before this happened, before women worked, there was no such thing as daycares. Mm-hmm. Women abandon their children to go into the work field where you guys now have no choice to. You're fight or flight. The decision wasn't made by you. It was made before you. Mm-hmm. Right? That is hurting the world. Divorce rate, 56%. Mm-hmm. Marriage rates, 43, in the 40%. Childbirth, down. Immensely. We're not even at the replacement rate. They say in the next 80 to 100 years, we could all die off because we're not even making babies. Mm-hmm. So we can call it evolution. No, it's called killing ourselves off. And there is one change. Y'all decide to chase the bag the same way that men do.
I don't know. Why? Women don't do things for no reason. So why did women feel the need to have to go chase the bag?
Well,
if
you
we
do
had
it-
it so
hold on.
easy and we
They-
were so
they-
fulfilled
you
by
didn't.
men,
No, no,
There's
no.
just
why?
there was
No,
a
no,
lot
hold
more
on.
kept in secret.
There's
I
a
feel
there's
back
a
in the day,
there's a
there was
whole thing
more.
that this is not women. Women didn't do this. Y'all forget the government sold y'all this shit.
Oh, for sure.
The government said, get rid of the husband. We're going to give you welfare. We're going to give you WIC. We're going to give you projects and housing authority. Mm-hmm. This was sold to you. This is sold to you. And
buying it too now.
it's, well, again, no, this is the bad part about it, because this is the thing. It ain't just women, because niggas ain't shit. But guess what? When a man got took out of the workplace and was told he could slack off because his woman can hold half of the weight, that means he could be half of the man.
Yeah.
And as time goes on,
Point.
it's going from half of a man to where these niggas is wearing around in dresses. They wear a fingernail polish like you do. They get manicures and pedicures, long
got
hair,
nicer
perms.
boobs and bodies
They
than we
motherfucking
do.
wearing mascara. Shit, you got the male BBL now.
They're out here winning our awards.
Thank you. The first year a man decides to become a woman on a public platform, he stole Woman of the Year. Me personally, I don't agree with this shit.
Yeah, I was pissed.
100%. You got in colleges, men becoming women and taking y'all's medals. I'm a true feminist, because true feminism means that it is equal. Everything should be equal. Mm-hmm. But this is the thing. It has never been equal. Y'all actually have always been at the top of the totem pole, and you won because we catered to you. Like, y'all now say, I want a traditional man. I want to be catered to. I want to be this. Well, you can't ask for that in a modern world where the majority of the women are sitting here saying, I'm a boss bitch. I can do this. I can do that, until the check comes, until rent's due, until the car payments due. You are a traditional woman till it's time to pay up. But you are a masculine woman when you can get to the bag. Mm-hmm. They don't go together, because regardless, our job has never changed. Mm-hmm. You still need us to be muscle, strength, stability, emotional support, and still be full-time fathers. But go get that bag, nigga.
That's why women are working. Why not have a partner that brings it to the table too?
Because again, when you find
that would require you guys to be more humble.
No, and that's literally why I built my. No, what you're saying is why I built my business.
No, hey, this is the crazy part, and I really need you.
It was a helper, right? That's why he was created.
Here's
to be a helper.
Correct, a helpmate to Adam. A helpmate means this is my purpose and you come help me get to it. It can't be this is my purpose and then this is your purpose and we help each other out. I'm sorry, but you see what there is in between there? It's called separation. A partner means that two people are in the same fucking goal. You have your own business, right? How many people own that business?
I have partners.
You have partners, but who's the majority stakeholder?
Me.
You're the CEO. You have more decision power than anyone else. Well, in a family, the man is the CEO. Whoever the partner is, whatever percentage they in, it's not as much as yours. So they are beneath you. And then beneath them are what be the children. You can only have one leader. So when you're separately trying to do something, regardless of whether you like it or not, that's why we say 9 times out of 10, when a woman is on her masculine, she also becomes the cat lady.
Or you can
No,
be like
I-
Ruth.
no, I think
be
you got
like
me
Ruth,
confused.
too, from the Bible. Ruth was very persuasive.
No, you have me confused. So I said
Well,
I want a partner. I said I want a partner. So I would love to see somebody who came out the trenches, who's building from nothing, from the ground up. I would love to see somebody be like, okay, you're doing this, you're doing that. Like, let me take some of that weight off your shoulders. Let's build something together. It's the type of person that shows up because well, this is what happens when you give up all control. And I'm not somebody who has to be in control.
He said, "Nigga is hood Wikipedia." This is what happens when you get older. You're gonna find out real soon.
No, as soon as you're like, okay, you provide for me, now I'm dependent on you. And the problem with men is that if a woman is not dependent and she just simply chooses to be there, now your insecurity flares up.
No, that's what you're told. That's not what actually happened.
No, that's what I witnessed.
That's
Well,
what
no,
I
no,
witnessed.
no, no, no,
That's
no,
what
no,
I
no,
was
You
doing.
no, no, no.
you
That's
might
what
be a
I've
different
gone
breed,
through.
No, no,
but this is what
no, no,
comes up
no.
all the time.
No, this is the problem. This is the problem. Take it back to the DNA part. See, you want a man that makes as much as you or brings more to the table. And guess what? I understand it sounds good for you. Say you want somebody there and they're going to support you and they're going to join you and take some of that weight off of you. Guess what? You're still leading. So he's not leading you.
Yeah, I would
Right,
love to
and
not
that's-
have to lead. Like,
Thank
Yeah,
you. So
no,
the moment,
I think that's
so
what I'm
if
saying.
someone
It's
is
not about-
if
yeah.
someone
Take
is
it,
joining
take it.
you and they're doing that, you're still
I
not
don't mean
keeping
joining
them.
my business. That's not what I mean. I mean like on another level, like a partner, like
But
somebody who's
that's
who's
the
in
crazy
alignment
part.
with you. Because if you just make money and take care of me, then I'm almost the same as a child.
yeah,
I'm a
I don't
dependent, and I don't. We can depend on each other without being codependent. We can still be like
You
to be
realize
in your
that
divine-
marriage 100% is codependency. See, this is the thing, and people hate the word of submissive.
No,
If
not at all.
you submit to me, you do realize that I'm even more submissive to you because I pay your bills, I take care of you. My loyalty to you is let a motherfucker fuck with you. I'm willing to die for you. You're not willing to die for me.
That's not true. Though.
Yes, it is. Because
No,
the
it's
moment
not.
some shit happens, you're going to say, nigga, go get that.
No.
You're the man. Man, go handle that. No,
No, that's the thing is men have put women in a position where we can do that ourselves. We don't desire to.
But here's
we
the
can.
There's no choice
no.
other than for
But
you
this
to
is
do
the
for
difference.
yourself.
You're still keeping yourself in the position where you don't have a man. If he's a man, which means you're in your divine feminine,
Yeah.
you lose all that thought process. That all that's gone. So as much as it sounds good now because you're not in that position. This is why I say women that are in relationships, let alone happy relationships, you never hear them say I'm independent. That word is removed from their vocabulary because they're 100% dependent on their man. And guess what? As much as y'all and society tells you, oh, he's insecure and he's this. No, we're smart. The thing about a man is we're fucking smart. You guys will forget. Y'all are emotional. We're the logical ones. If you make more money than me, I need to make more money than you because you're not keeping me. I'm your dependent. I'm like a child. As a matter of fact, all of y'all say it all the time. I'm taking care of him. Shit, they got a whole fucking movie called Baby Boy.
I know a lot of men that like
Men are not like
literally
this
will
anymore.
just sit back and just let their woman work.
Again,
Sit back.
Baby Boy.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
baby
about
boy.
in your
Like,
30s.
like they have no
Again,
I'm talking about
Baby
pushing 40, like
Boy.
bragging about
Yeah.
like, oh,
Baby
how much my girl
boy.
makes. Here you go.
This is the thing. I am 43 years old for a couple more weeks. I've never moved in with a woman. She moves in with me.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Yep.
I was like,
At
I said that
at
too.
18,
No one's ever
at 18, I bought my girl her first car. My kid's mom, I bought her car. I take care. I put a woman in her divine feminine. You have no other option. And if you don't want to be in your feminine, great. Go be masculine in the world and fuck with the fuck boys. So if I do introduce another woman to you, 9 times out of 10, you ain't saying shit because your life's fucking perfect. And you ain't sitting here going, he's controlling, he's this, he's that. Because guess what? Take your ass outside, do what you want to. You want to go on girls' night? Cool. Don't let me find no shit out because niggas is going to call and tell me. Okay? You can go live your life, have fun. You want to go on vacation? I don't feel like going. Take your ass on, have fun. I love you. We will be here at home. Kids are taken care of, date night. You want to go swimming? Let's fucking go. We are way more submissive. So again, when another person is introduced, you going to be sitting here like, nigga, shit. Let's go. It's just going to make more fun. Plus, you're going to be happy, and the happier you are, shit, the better my life get. Shit, you might fuck that bitch and come home with a Chanel bag for me. By all means, do it. That is divine feminine. So the arguments
We're
that you
talking
guys...
about two different things, though. You're talking about marriage with multiple people, and you're talking about having
with
fun
two.
and keeping a spark alive in your relationship. Because to feel like that a woman wouldn't do that, wouldn't be into that.
Which is why I'm going to throw it back to you in what I said earlier. Let's say I go buy a 6-bedroom, 7-bedroom house right now. Okay? You're on one wing, she's on the other wing. I'm in the middle. Y'all ain't gonna bitch and complain because y'all are best fucking friends. Because guess what? That second wife or the third wife or the 30, I don't choose her by myself. You choose her with me. So she's gonna be your friend. So the shit you complain about and you talking about, I can't find a good girlfriend. You got a great girlfriend. You're getting your nails done together. You're getting your hair done together. When you don't want to watch the kids, she's gonna watch the kids. When we have date night,
heck no.
That's
more kids you gotta watch.
No, it's not.
That's like times 2.
Nobody ever said any extra kids was being involved. You crazy? Stop it.
F them kids.
See y'all be adding this extreme shit to it. Marcy said, "Go gather up the other family and bring them home. We can do it together." See?
Go, Marcy.
First of all, I have a 5+ bedroom house, and we do live on the east and the west sides of the house. We do. And for all the reasons that you just described. So call me masculine. I don't give a fuck.
But no. See, but this hold on. And they say when it takes a village, who's in a village? Who makes up a village?
My family,
women and children.
Correct. There's a whole lot of women and children. How many men are there?
Minimal.
Well,
no, every village in every world all over the place is a few men, usually brothers, multiple women, and a shit ton of children that belong to those 2 men and those multiple women. So even the world we live in today, it takes a village to raise a family. They've understood since the beginning of time polygamy, whether we like it or not. And if you guys pay attention, it's 2023. What in the last 5 to 10 years has become more open than ever?
Sexuality.
Okay.
Really,
and in the sexuality, women have been dealing with more who?
Men.
Women. Women have become more sexually open with being with other women more than ever.
And so have men.
And men have actually been so.
You know what? You changed my mind. Ooh. So show me a man who shows that. Look, he got excited. I'm not excited. He over here excited. So you changed my mind. Okay. And I don't seek none of that. Because I feel like the target attracts the arrow. So you changed my mind. I'm going to believe you. I'm going to have faith and I'm going to believe you that's possible. But let me know when that man arrives and does all of those things.
Well, here's the crazy part.
All of those things.
There are quite a few men.
In the way you've described.
There are quite a few men. No, there's quite a few men that actually do that. There's a difference, though. And the bad part about that is men aren't as open as I am. Men
Correct.
lie.
And that's the problem.
No, it's not the problem.
No,
you know what? When y'all go out on dates and you're getting to know someone, y'all prefer to be taken out to steak dinners and let's go do this
That's
and
not
do that.
true.
Hold on.
Well, not me. More her.
Remove yourself for this. We're talking about the masses.
story.
We're talking about the masses.
Okay.
They want to be taken out, right? I'm the type of motherfucker, you gonna spend 2 to 3 hours with me sitting on a park bench somewhere. We go to the mall. Let's see if you can even stand being around me where there has nothing to do with food or drink.
Yeah.
Food is the fastest way to your heart. Alcohol is the fastest way to get you to relax. I need to be the reason you relax, and I'm your food. I should be what's exciting for you. The moment that I see that we are comfortable, then we can start talking about dinners and drinks too. Not only that, I also find out what you like for fucking dinner so I know where to take you. So I get to plan a day. See, the difference is like I do things very old school.
Right.
How grandma and grandpa did it. Because they I had to come knock on Erica's daddy's door and say, can Erica come sit outside and talk to me?
Hell no.
I don't like that nigga boy knocking on my door. Actually, in your case, El Negro, get the fuck out of here. Andale. So now I'm Jose. Jose, can I please speak to Miss Erica? Yes, Jose. You just come in. Erica, get your ass down here. This nice boy Jose's at the door. You got 10 minutes, Jose. Go out there.
Jose Cuervo.
Okay.
I like Don Julio.
And we got to get to know each other. Okay.
Right. So.
And that happened for months. And then he was like, Jose, you've been coming over here every day getting to know my daughter. You better take her out on a date. Take her on a proper date and treat her like a real woman. Have her home by 9 o'clock. So then I took you on your first date. And that's how shit built up. We've lost that.
Right.
I can tell you this, and this also dictates the type of females that I fuck with too. Because guess what? If I'm like, well, okay, I want to get to know you. Well, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to meet here. And this is what we're going to do. What time you want me to pick you up? You're not even taking me out? No, I'm taking you out. I'm not taking you out to eat. We're going to get to know each other. I'm not interested in that. Cool.
But she'll probably be one of your sister wives.
No, she wouldn't. She would never make it. Because she's already not interested. See, if you're dating with purpose, you're looking to get to know someone because that's the person that you want to spend time with, be with. Yeah. And at the end of the day, too, when you're in a relationship, well, like y'all are sitting there chilling on that couch. In a relationship, we would be chilling on the couch, watching this motherfucking TV. You ain't got no hair done, no makeup done. You probably in the sweats, wearing one of my motherfucking hoodies. I'm sitting in my basketball shorts with...
He's trying to recruit us.
I am not recruiting.
Oh, he heard it.
I said park bench dates, though. You're diabolical. No, I don't do it in the summertime. In the summertime, we're going to the mall or Barnes & Noble.
Somebody tell him.
That's Pa's ass.
In the summertime, we're going camping or glamping.
So I think it's how you come up and like what type of person you are. So for me, I could take a tailgate and you know what I mean? Like whatever, if we're drinking, I don't care, water, alcohol, whatever that looks like. Like I want to know a person because it is emotional for women unless they have an ulterior motive.
Correct. And this is the thing. In that and showing that, guess what has already been taken out of the equation?
Money.
And?
Height? I was like, no.
Sex. It's not about money and it's not about sex.
No. Yeah. Then why do you need 3 vaginas?
That's a good one.
Get off my face with the 3 wives.
I said 2 to 3, depending.
He'd be like, I got 3 wives and 1 divorce from Kristine.
Y'all are crazy.
Oh, shit.
Kristine, where can they find you if they need to find you?
Kristine with a K. Instagram, Facebook, Kristine Zimney, First Class Real Estate Associates.
Erica, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook. I don't know what else. No Snap. Don't add me on Snap.
You should have never said you had it. See, hey, if y'all find her on Snapchat, make sure to send her some dick pics. No. We don't do the disrespect. Don't send no dick pics.
That grosses me out.
I know
it
grosses. Like, how are you gonna have a one-sided conversation for 7 months with me, and then bam, just lead with the dick?
Yeah, it's like they just went like this. So it's like, no.
Like that was going to change something.
Changes nothing.
So we're going to go back to what I said earlier. In the sales portion, men play the numbers game. You got to take a chance. Sometimes you got to take it. If you don't cast the bait, you don't know if you're going to catch the fish. So he shot his shot. Because this is the thing. He already did everything else and it didn't work. What else is left to do? You might get a full-blown all beef chuck, a baby arm, and might go, oh, damn. Maybe I should try it out. No. You never know. You never know. So if you don't know until you try it. So he throws it out there because there's a possibility.
Hold on. Can we test this theory? Because we can get into my inbox and test this theory one time.
No. You can test it. I'm not testing it. I don't need to see. I got my own. I don't need to see any extras. Oh, no. What other questions you got? And what else you want to cover? See, this is a lot of fun. It's more than what you thought it was going to be, huh?
No, this is great. So let me ask you a question. If you meet a woman, like similar to myself, driven, ambitious, whatever, more than just trying to be exterior, but also wants and values family and not trying to be a leader, lead a man or be feminist or anything like that. Like, I want to do more. And I do believe I can have both. And that's why I'm building what I'm building, because I plan on firing myself as soon as fucking possible.
Well, here's the crazy part.
But I'm still going to have money coming in. You know what I mean?
True.
And I'm still going to be physically present.
Let me ask you this question, okay? Name a power couple where a man and a woman are both doing it at the same level like that.
J and B.
Beyonce's worth $435 million. Yeah. Jay-Z's worth $1.2 billion. It's not even close. Name another one.
But it's Jennifer and Ben Affleck.
No, but it's enough money to where it's like. But I do see like Kardashians, for example. They can't make keep more money than their men,
and they can't keep men. Every single case that you bring up, and these are great case studies because we have a lot of them out there, and most of them happen to be entertainers. It's a point proven. It does not work, and it never has. And usually what happens is, in order for it to work, well, you got to become a Oprah Winfrey, who's never married with no children. Cool, she's got Stedman, but you have to also understand, Stedman had quadruple what she had when they met. She went for an upper epsilon man when she wasn't shit, and she got him. Right? And he's also older than her. But he's been earning millions on millions on millions. Now, yeah, she's at a billionaire status, but they're 50 years in at this fucking point, and he's still making just as much money as she does.
Because they're partners. It's not about equality.
No.
And that's
it's not because
it's not that we're exactly the same.
It worked that way because they never got married. They didn't have children. It's the only way it works. She's chasing his dream, and he was like, go for that shit. He didn't give a fuck. He's much older than her. Keep this in mind. He's much older than her, has already achieved, and actually said, okay, I'm good with it. Far and few between. Name another Oprah and Stedman. When you look at the case studies, you got one of them motherfuckers. You can sit here, all the supposed power couples in the world, they all break up. As a matter of fact, study just came out. J-Lo ain't finna keep Ben Affleck. She just came out with a whole alcohol line, and they talking about this about to drive this nigga to alcoholism, and he ain't trying to do it.
She about to get back to Mark Anthony.
No, she's not.
That's what needs to
This is
That
the,
was her. Was that her first husband?
And
first and foremost, J-Lo got fuck boys right here in Phoenix. You know she just lives in Tucson.
Give it up.
She's been getting she's been getting ran through by different dudes for a while. Even when she's married, she's not faithful. These niggas put up with her because, unfortunately, look at the men she has. She makes more money than them.
It's not about. I think like there's a big thing. Like if you're
and she's a masculine woman, and again, what, married 5 times now? Second time. This is her second go round with Ben. She found her soy boy. We call them simps. But even he's not putting up with her shit. How many videos have we now seen of him slamming the car door, telling her to get the fuck in the car?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hey, really? I didn't see that.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go look that up.
It's crazy. But again, even the soy boy gets pissed off and goes, "Look, first off,
But
you're
why
declining."
is he so mad though? Is he like insecure or like what is like why? Like why would somebody get?
Because
so
he's realizing
she's
he
not
doesn't
validating
have to
him.
put up with her shit. You're a declining asset. Yes, you're beautiful, but you're getting older, and you're in every aspect you're falling off the cliff.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm still desirable by far more women. I can do better than you. You can't do better than me, which is why you came back. Which is why she said, she's going to go back to Mark Anthony. She can't do nothing but go back. As a matter of fact, she should have did what she should have did in the first place. Stay with Diddy's ass. But again, look at where he's at. Didn't he just have a baby with another woman, but he's with one of the city girls and has them both even together? You have to look at the world we live in.
With the plug on the polygamy.
It's not a plug. It's the exact same thing. J-Lo has multiple dudes. But again, they're little fuck boys that look up to her. Plus, she's the bag.
And what's the difference when the tables are turning? That's a man. And those are little fuck girls.
None of those men are looking to marry her.
And maybe none of those women are looking for real marriage and connection. They just want somebody to support them.
No, 9 times out of 10, like that man, because y'all don't understand. You do realize, like, marriage is our choice. So if we ask you to marry us, that is literally we love stability. We love regular cookie at home. I want regular cookie at home. ×2.
Power to the cookie.
×3.
I want one sitting on me and one sitting on me. One up top and one down the bottom. Let's go. Okay, double stuffed.
This is why he's a black bear. Acting real grizzly in this motherfucker. Stop. Baby Yoda.
Look, Yoda wants some too. Shit. He said, "Give me some attention down here."
Out of here, don't block it. There you go.
But when the roles are reversed, yes, like things clearly change, right? But she's losing. The men aren't, because the men, he gets
his cake and he gets.
Have you ever thought it's just a power struggle? Like if the power is in the money, right?
So again,
Let's just say the power is in the money, and if women desire exclusivity in a relationship and loyalty, whatever that looks like.
But that's the problem. You can chase money all you want to. That's what J-Lo's been doing for years, chasing
that's
the bag.
not what I'm saying. I'm saying if it's a power struggle between men and women, there's always a reason why, right? Now remove that reason.
But men are natural leaders, so that's why for me, it's never a power struggle between me and a female, because you're not gonna outwork me.
Good.
Yeah.
You're not gonna out hustle me.
To.
Correct. So there's
Shouldn't have to.
Then that's why there's no power struggle.
But there's an abundance of men that are okay in this generation and okay with women doing the most.
Little boys, baby boys. We already covered that. But if I'd be the first. Niggas ain't shit. A lot of niggas ain't shit. They can't rub 2 nickels together. But we'll sell you a dream. They go put on their fake designer belts They put on their fake designer jeans. They put on their fucking J's.
The watch.
With their white tee. And yes, their fake watch. Yeah. And a chain that they went and got from K-Momo that they rebuy every couple of weeks. Right? And all of a sudden, boom, I'm that nigga. Okay? They get on Turo and they rent a car.
On tour. Yep.
Okay? There's a difference. The difference is when it's yours and you don't have to do that and it's apparent. When that man walks in the room, you pay attention to that man. Mm-hmm. That man looks good. That man smells good. Everybody pays attention to him the moment he walks in the door. He ain't flashing keys. He ain't flashing belts. He ain't doing any of that shit. Mm-hmm. He is on his normal shit. But he's going to walk over to you and say what he needs to say. And this is the thing. You're either with it or you're not. Which, like, even in this situation, if I came up to you, because I am who I am, you get the option. You either choose it or you don't. Because this is the thing. What I'm offering, you're not getting from all these other. So go ahead and try to get your cake and eat it too. I offered it to you. Mm-hmm. You just didn't like the way that it was laid out. and that's what happens. Marcy says successful men don't wait. Oh my God. And
Marcy, is Marcy catfishing you?
One of
Marcy, are you a man?
one of the biggest things, and with that, because I don't put my business in the street, nobody knows who I fuck with or how I fuck with and all that shit. But I can tell you this: when a woman deals with me, she knows how many other females come at me and how many I go, I'm not fucking with her. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing that. Or when a chick comes along, well, if it's meant to be, then it'll work out. Mm-hmm. No. I work for what the fuck I want to. And I'm trying to work for you right now. I'm trying to make you a priority. You're trying to put yourself on the options list. I don't do options.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Facts.
Yeah.
Businessmen live also a business life. Mm-hmm. Everything happens now. You're on my time. Mm-hmm. You're on my plan, which is why the man that you're saying doesn't add up, because when he comes along, he's also going to be like this, and not to your drum, to his. And if you're in your feminine, you're going, cool, let's do it.
Except the woman that you're describing doesn't exist. So remember when we talked about compromise?
What you're going to do, you are going to compromise. And
so are you.
You're going to say,
one wife.
You're going to say, Erica, you're ready. I'm about to go to Dubai with my man. We got to go here. We got to go there. We're doing this. If you need anything, call me. I got you. Because he is compromising. Because he could have anyone in the world. Because this is what people fail to forget. See, right now, you have all the options in the world. All these different dicks are coming at you on a regular basis, right? But as a man,
I don't want that.
As we do this in life, our options increase.
Right.
So when we choose you, that is our biggest compromise. And whether it's 1, 2, or 30, we still, because there are millions of women out here. So there's something special about you that he brought you along and put you in place to be part of his plan in the first place. Mm-hmm. Because as men, we don't have to settle. We can literally go make as many babies as we want to and call it a day. And the more powerful we are, well, the easier that becomes. Look at...
Right, and what's the difference between women? In 2023, me too. You know what I mean? I can do that too. Women can do that too.
Here's the bad part.
It's not that it's okay. I'm just saying, what's the difference? It's a reality.
The difference is, unfortunately, Mother Nature cursed you guys. Your mother hates you because she gave you a biological clock for babies, and then she gave you a beauty clock, where very few women stay beautiful for a very long time. Mm-hmm. And I say this, even right now, Halle Berry is still stunning. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Declining asset, though. Now I'm paying $3 million in fucking child support. She's on her 4th husband, getting divorced, getting left by another man. And guess what? Because she's now in her late 40s, early 50s, them niggas that was beating her door down 30 years ago, and she could have chose the best of the best, but her picker's fucked up. And that's another thing. The pickers that you guys have is trash.
Oh, facts.
So when you have
I'll be the first to-
I mean, my first pick was pretty bad. I was young and dumb, didn't listen. Listen to your mom, girls.
No, don't listen to your mom. Listen to your
mom.
dad.
Listen
and listen to your
mom
brother.
and your dad.
That's the problem right there. The dad needs to be present.
Here's the problem.
My mom's a thug.
Hold on.
My mom's a thug.
Correct. She's a
Shout out to
thug,
my
but
mom.
she's still an emotional thug. You guys would choose men based off your emotions, and I see the potential in him. Right? Dad goes, I know this nigga can't provide for you in 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Your oldest brother, I know you're not going to provide for get the fuck away from my sister. Even a cousin. A man can look at a man and say, that's a good man, and his trajectory is truly going up. A woman sees, well, he's cute and he seems nice and he's got a good job. It's today. That's what he has today. Yeah. Where's he going? Where's his future?
What is he doing?
No, I agree with that. And that's why I have a little filter test. It's like, okay, you can be around all these different people. What do the men think about him? What do the men that I respect for who they are think about that individual? True,
but you have to be very careful with that because some of the men, and this is why I say men and women can't be friends. Some of those men want to fuck you, so they're always going to say every dude is bad.
Always.
Thank you. So they're not the reason your father, your brother, and your cousin are best for you. They're not trying to fuck you.
Yeah. So they tell you
There's
the
no
truth.
ulterior motive. Correct. So they tell you the truth.
Right.
Whereas the guy that wants to fuck you is telling you some bullshit because he's still holding out himself in hopes that one day he can get in.
Okay, so what's the problem? The women, their job or ambition, or the men that's on that bullshit and just can't be authentic?
It's both, because who raises those men?
Right.
So we have to always, like, I had this conversation with someone. I love my mom to death, even though I have my mom and my father, so it's a difference. But I could even say this, like, at some point in time, we have to hold our parents accountable. And if it's a single parent household, especially, unfortunately, a mom, we got to hold mom accountable.
Yeah.
Mom, you didn't do what was best for me. Because so you're not with my fucking father, but you also didn't go get a better man for me to figure this shit out. A lot of people are dating right now. They're learning on the fly. They're learning. They're literally on the job training.
Yeah.
And failing. And that's where we're at today. And that's why these conversations, and I love having these conversations, because people can start to learn and they can start to look at shit and pay attention. Because when you start to pay attention to these things and you see what's really going on and you really go back, because people go and they watch these things over and over and over again, or they'll go to a certain part. Why? Because literally there are facts in this shit, which is why I also tell people, read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation, and not go to church because they tell you what the fuck they want to. And right now they're super pandering, especially to women, because that's what the world is at right now. And y'all invest, and every church wants you to invest in them. So they're pandering. They're not telling you the truth. Go home, sit down in your damn room, and read the Bible from cover to cover. And then what you find out real quickly is half the shit you thought you knew, you really don't know because you never actually read it. And the shit that you're like, oh, well, I said this about that, and this was adultery. That's actually not adultery. Shit, I was wrong. Because they tell you what they want to. Why was Pharaoh scared of Moses? No one can ever answer that question because they took the book of the Maccabees out of the Bible. Moses was the leader of his army. He killed 10,000 men with the jawbone of a donkey. He killed 20,000 men with a staff. He feared Moses not because Moses was sent by God. No, this nigga was a goddamn assassin. And God was with him. That's where the staff comes from. The sticky, let my people go. Yeah. You get to say that when you're the most feared damn man in all the damn kingdom. Who's going to go up against him? The troops aren't going to go up against him because he killed more than them by himself. But if you don't read the book of the Maccabees, you would never know because they took that shit out the Bible. So there's a difference when you truly read things and learn things and you become knowledgeable, which is why in the business world, my business acumen is top notch, and I memorize like every fucking thing. Because how are you better than the next person when you know nothing?
Right, and that's where you're trying to keep women. When you tell them they're signing up to be a sister wife.
You know why that's not true?
I'll tell you why it is.
I can tell you exactly why it's not true. Because the multiple business that I have, you know who I put in charge of my businesses? The people who I should be able to trust the most, which are you. If you're my wife, you are the primary source. You know every cent that comes in and goes out. Because you know what y'all are very particular about? Losing money, especially your money. The same way y'all dote over every dime and everything that happens with your children and what's going on is the exact same way you are when this is my man's business. This is what we do because this is our business and this is what we do. Right? And together, it's our, because guess what? A real man is my money is our money and your money is your money.
Woo! Yes. Thank you. So let me make my money and be a one singular wife. What's wrong with that? We talked about the difference between settling and compromising.
Because you still want a man that's doing more than you to come in. So you're joining his plan. He's not joining yours. Right. So if you're joining his plan and that's part of his plan.
Oh, you can bring your plan and shit on my plan. This is very hard, like what I do. So it's not a choice.
Well, and we're not saying that your job is not hard.
No, I'm saying like that's not desirable.
No, like, that's what I'm saying. And again, as a man, it's my job to make your life easier.
But it doesn't.
The only pill you're swallowing is you got a full-time lifetime. You got a full-time Erica. Okay, who's there all the time. So where's your
compromise?
What do you mean?
Where's your compromise?
I compromise my entire life because I do everything I can to make you happy.
But like you're gonna do it anyways, because that's in your DNA.
No, but
you're not compromising.
No, I am compromising because I don't have to let you into my life.
Okay,
that is the biggest compromise. I don't have to get married.
Right, and the ones who will say okay anyways when they know that that's how you feel about them. Or that they're
no. So here's
expendable or one of many.
This is where it's very hard, and this is the hardest conversation that any man can ever have with a woman. I can easily go out and make children and never get married. You are my biggest compromise in life. You are also the biggest asset in my life. Because when somebody wants to hurt me, they come for you. Let's go with the world that we know Erica would probably know best. Let's talk Mexican mafia. Who do they go after first?
The women and the children.
They go after the women and the children. Okay, I'm gonna talk some hood shit because I know that for goddamn sure. You know what I would do? I'm going to shoot up your mama's house. I'm finna fuck over your mama. Don't let me find out you got a baby mama. Let me know who your baby mama is. Okay? I'm going to fuck your baby mama, and I'm going to make sure I record it because I'm going to send you a video of me fucking your baby mama. And don't let me find out that your baby mama also has your child because I'm taking her and we taking him shopping, and you need to see I'm taking care of this nigga better than you take care of your own baby mama. There's a difference, and I'm going to hurt her every which fucking way possible just to get at you. You are the biggest asset. The fall of all men have been what?
Women.
So to sit here and say that a man doesn't compromise, fucking with you alone is a compromise. Right. Men lose.
3 times. Men
lose their entire lives in the court system because of who? Women.
Themselves, their choices.
That's not that way here anymore.
Yeah,
we
their
50-50
choices.
state.
This ain't no goddamn 50-50
yes, it is.
state.
Hey, it sounds to me like
custody.
They don't want to take responsibility.
No, it's 50-50.
Well, we take responsibility. We take responsibility for everything. We have no choice but to take responsibility. See, this is the thing. In life, if you call me fat, I'm just going to go to the gym and work out. If I call you fat, body shamer.
No.
If you say I don't need a man, go on, girl. Yes, right. He don't deserve you. If I say I don't need a woman, you're a misogynist.
No, that's bullshit.
That's
though.
not
That's
true.
all bullshit because we don't
Not
feel
in my
that way.
playbook.
No,
Because, like,
I'm
in
not
my
saying
playbook.
you.
Yeah.
I'm saying in the
Yeah.
world we live in, men, we have no choice but to
Yeah.
take responsibility. We take responsibility for everything, whether we like it or
But
not.
that's all we're trying to have is just some like-minded people in our lives.
Right,
you
that
know,
do that, because they don't.
Match, or
They
at
don't.
least,
The
at least
majority-
just match your effort. Like at
The
very
majority doesn't,
least.
because
Here's
women wouldn't have.
again,
lot
you
to ask
you
for.
guys have to let go of the craziness and understand there are men out here that are still men, and when you
Sure.
find a man, whether you like it or not, be Eve, his helpmate.
Yes.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah,
like I'm the most like traditional,
But guess
submissive person in a
if
relationship.
he is a helpmate, whether you like it or not, for the most part, there's gonna be something with every man, whether you like it or not. Men love women in abundance.
Yes.
So
dad
you're
told
either
me
gonna
that.
do
that
one
doesn't
of
make it okay.
the only person that's not okay. And here's the craziest part.
If that's
and-
not what I want,
No,
then
no,
that's not what I
no.
want. I'm not
True,
okay with
but
that.
that's what I'm saying. You have a choice. You have an option, right? But I always say this. It may not be okay with you. I know I'm still right with God because it's okay with Him. So for everything else, cool. That's it. It doesn't fit your plan.
right.
Understandable.
I need to go reread that part. I'm like, what happens if it's not in there? My interpretation is different than your
Yeah.
interpretation.
well, here's the
Or maybe
crazy
you're
part.
misinterpreting.
No, it's
Now, here's the
all
cra-
comes down to honesty.
Here's the crazy part. The Bible is not an interpretation. It's exactly
Well,
in the
it's
words
supposed
that
to
it was
be.
written.
Yes. Yes.
And what happens
So is
is
that
you
the
try to
Hebrew
read it with an
word, or-
interpreting mind, and you need to stop trying to interpret
No,
what
you
it
need
says
to have
and
the-
take it for
you
the
need to know
fact.
the language.
It's crazy. It's crazy that when we read a manual to a VCR or DVD player, the stereo to your car, you follow those instructions 100% in order to use it, but you give you a Bible, a guide to your life, we have to interpret it.
Yeah, you got to understand it, right?
You have to know how to
Try to-
apply it
yeah,
to
you
your
need
life.
to
It's
apply it
a
and
book of
understand.
nothing but instruction.
Right.
You understand thou shalt not kill.
Yes.
Thou shalt not rob and steal.
Other people's wives.
Right, and that's
Thou shalt
but
not
husbands.
but hold on. Thou shalt not covet another man's wife,
Right.
for that is adultery. Thou shalt not sleep with another man, for that is adultery.
Well, that's in the
A
Old, but
man is well, let me ask you this. What laws are in the New Testament?
the New Testament, he talks about loving your neighbor, right?
So does the Old Testament.
Yeah, but it also says too
sin
in
is
there,
a
like,
sin.
yeah, so
It's
sin,
not about
like,
the
there's no
cheating.
weight of your sin. Your sin.
There is weight in your sins. See, that's the shit the church tells you. There's nothing in the New Testament that tells you that. So Jesus' exact words is, "I came to fulfill the law, not do away with the law." What does fulfill mean?
Fulfill
Yeah,
means to complete it. Yeah.
correct. And he's the only person that we say that we knew that died perfectly, right?
Isn't there like 413 commandments initially in the Old Testament or
But-
something like that? Is it 613 or 413?
615.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
close.
Now, I want you to think about what you're saying. He came to fulfill. He died perfect. Okay? He died practicing the same feasts that were in the Old Testament that, according to the world, said were done away with. How can you do away something when you died doing exactly that? Like this is we have to use logic at this point. I'm a father. I tell my kids, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. They grow up and they take all the things that I taught them, and that's how they live their life, correct? So you mean to tell me that the Son of God himself came here to not abide by his Father's laws?
No, he did.
Thank you. So if he did, why would he, and he took apostles with him and had people following him, and he was running around preaching, and what was he preaching? Other than the law, other than the word, other than the Old Testament. Because guess what? At that time, there was no Old Testament, New Testament. He could only teach one thing, law. So you can't say that he came here and did away with the one thing that he preached. That is misguided, and it's 100% a lie. Because God tells us if we actually choose to live within his word, we're actually the kings of this earth, the king of this world. We can have whatever we want.
Including 3 wives.
That's actually why it's been easy as hell for me to find the type of women that I do. Because it's actually a blessing, because a man that marries a wife is what?
Blessed.
And a man that has more children is what?
Blessed.
And look at even motherfuckers like Nick Cannon. Where's the drama in his life? Akon. Y'all don't even know Akon got 6 wives. That's why he lives in Africa. You don't even know how many children he has. And why has he created a whole city, created a whole power infrastructure, and is now taking care of millions of Africans? So if it was such a sin, it was so, well, then also too, I mean, you wouldn't be sitting here in a $45,000 equipment room, and I would be failing left and right. But I'm continually blessed. We can go, cool, I understand. Because, I mean, they do the same shit to Jesus.
I don't know. I still.
Some of the things that are said, we don't agree with. So we say that it's a bad thing. But in real life and reality, well, there's 2 totally different things. And I say this. I'm pretty positive I'm going to die a wonderful, blessed old man. And
with 3 wives.
heaven is going to be a beautiful place.
You and your 3 wives are gonna go to hell.
I didn't say 3.
You and your
2 to 3. 2 to 3.
Oh my
2 to 3.
God.
At least one of y'all is going to hell. I'm gonna tell you right now.
No, not. Because I lead my home. God, man, woman, children, Gigi out there.
And what if your woman is everything you want, but she says, I don't want them 2 other wives no more? Then what?
Again, I'm not going to choose her to be my wife.
No. They switch up just like men do.
Again,
Then what?
I vet my women. I'm not an emotional person. So I'm not finna get. You can look as, and this is.
Then so if you have no emotion, then how do you ever actually
No.
have a connection?
I said I'm
Never
not
love.
an emotional. I can look at logic. I can also see, like, even you sitting there when I say certain things, and I say, see, look at her eyes. You could tell. Who do you think knows women better? Do you think women know women better, or do you think men know women better?
Women.
Men know women better.
No, they have absolutely no idea.
No, you think that because we have to act like that, because if we told you the truth about yourselves, again, we get called all kinds of names.
Oh
No.
my gosh. No.
Who? Okay, let me ask you this.
Y'all know how to play games.
No,
Yeah,
we're the
there's
predator.
Men
we're-
are manipulators and
Boom!
they know how to play games. They're the master
Dom the Monko.
all right, so, and just what
But
you
if
said.
you're a girl
No,
that grew up
hold
with
on.
brothers like us,
Erica,
then
hold on,
nice.
because you actually just proved my point. We are the predators. You're the prey. We actually have to get you. Okay, it's like the lion and the gazelle. The lion has to know the gazelle better than the gazelle in order to get it. You're the fucking gazelle. I have to know all the right shit to say.
I'm a fucking lioness.
To
You got
get
me
you.
twisted.
Then I'm gonna shake that.
But
Hold
guess
on.
what?
I was like, I'm
You
gonna kick it.
you can be a lioness. You've already been fooled. You've already been fooled, so you've already fell short.
Oh,
So there's always going to be a lion that has more game than you.
it's time to go.
Go ahead.
She's all
I'm thirsty. Can you ask one of your sister wives to give you a drink?
You want a water? You need a water?
On some real shit, yeah.
All right. Y'all hilarious. Hold on, I'm gonna go grab you.
Preferably with no panties.
I'm gonna go grab you a water. Look. Oh shit. So she don't want to be a sister wife, but she wants me to have a sister wife to come in here, bring her a water, preferably with no panties.
I mean, you said I was masculine. Bye.
So you gonna take advantage of her too when she brings you the water?
I'll manipulate the fuck out of her.
Hold on.
This is great.
Another throuple.
Hey, how come Marcy in love? Marcy's trying to be. Hey, Marcy. She's trying to be one of the sister wives. I'm with
Marcy.
it.
Marcy
Nothing
wants to
but
be a
love
sister
for
wife.
me. You got me. Three. You got a Costco size of tampons in the bathroom. Thank you.
Thank you.
Look for the third. Look, he's manifesting the third. Look, he put the water bottle in the empty seat.
Well, if anybody else needs an extra one, it's there. So Marcy is a regular. So a lot of them don't usually hit the chat. 68% of my viewers are female.
Oh, wow.
You know how many messages I get on the regular that say, thank you. You saved my marriage. Thank you. You helped me to understand my man. I got a man. Thank you. You helped me be a better man to my woman, to my wife. You helped me be honest. Like,
I'm gonna cry.
don't be crying. It's situations like that. Like that's if I didn't have that, I probably would have quit doing this shit a long time ago.
Yeah, you're making an impact.
But there's a lot of truth, and people are living a lot of lies. And if I've always been the type of person where when I see other people, I want to see them achieve more, go to the next level. I've always been I got you, I'm going to help you get to the next level. I'm going to figure out what works for you to push you. So like, even a post that was made on my post the other day with my brother, I took him, introduced him to someone, and literally, it's a whole nother, it's an extra like 60 grand in his pocket this year. In August, September. I teach people how to get bags. But it's not about like, I hate money. Money is the root of all evil. We kill for it. We steal for it. There's a lot of different things. And it's the primary reason for divorce today. It's crazy. And the fucked up part about it is the one thing which truly has zero value, people overvalue. And we put too much on it. And what I try to teach people to do is build relationships. It's not who you know or not what you know. It's who you know. Whether I like it or not, I should have died in a car accident 7 years ago. I did. And I remember and I know exactly what happened and how I was woken up or brought back to life and told I have a purpose. Within a year, I started this damn podcast. The third episode was a guy saying that he thinks his girls into women, they should do this, and how should he handle it, and blah, blah, blah. Gave him my advice. And it's still in the comments today. Thank you, appreciate what you said. Talk to my wife, stronger than ever. It's simple shit like that. That help me go to the next level. Because this is the thing. Again, even the women that I do deal with, I like a woman that has some sort of push or some sort of drive to do something. Because that's what I do. I push people. I want you... I always say I have a whole nother channel. It's called Motivational Minutes, where it's nothing but positivity. And today is the best day of the beginning of your life. If you don't wake up with that fear, the first blessing of the day is waking up in the morning. Point blank, period. If you don't get up and you don't think like that, you don't live like that, you don't do that, and you don't have someone that you could help to achieve that, well, yeah, when I die, there's certain people that's going to come to my funeral and be like, I'm here because this is what he helped me do. This is what he helped me achieve. And I don't want shit from nobody. It's super simple.
Yeah.
And again, I know everybody don't agree with how I go about things and what I do, but there's one thing that is 1,000,000%. I could call up every ex-girlfriend right now. She'd be like, if he took me back, I sure he's... Ain't nobody complaining in any form, fashion, or way. I made a post a couple of weeks ago. My ex-fiance's on it. She even said, yeah, everything he said is true. It's real. This is really him. So it's crazy. But the most happiest people, that the people that are around me on the regular basis will tell you, This motherfucker gonna make sure you live a good life. You gonna be happy as fuck.
There you go for that.
And to me, that's all that matters. And I understand a lot of people, they get on there, they see my podcast, they judge a push by the cover. You hear what he said? He did this. I'm like, you're never gonna meet me a day in your life. If you do,
Can you do that again in that cartoon voice?
You mean this voice?
Yeah, that's
They're gonna meet me and they're like, oh my god, he's this.
I want you to
he's
talk
that.
about your 3 wives. One of them doesn't wear underwear in that voice.
oh no, please don't. Please don't.
So I got my second wife. Her name is Kristine, and she doesn't wear underwear. Yeah. So like one day we were at the amusement park, and she was wearing a dress, and I was like, "Babe, hold it." And she's like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "Woo!" Everybody can see it now. See, you fucked up. Now they all see your goods because you just didn't hold your fucking dress.
there you go.
Thank you. You're right. My list is real long.
All right.
I'm all red now.
Where can they find you ladies at?
Facebook, Instagram, Google, Redfin, all that. So Kristine Zimney, I'm about the only person with my name, so go and look me up.
At the house if you're lucky.
In the West Wing.
Yeah.
Erica's in the East Wing. Kitchen's in the middle.
So you're in the hot wing.
The East Wing,
That's where the sun sets, so it's the hottest wing.
the West Wing.
That's me.
Sun sets on the west.
Yeah, that's why hers is the hottest wing.
Yeah.
She said she's in the west wing.
Yeah, there's nothing better than Arizona sunset, so I don't care if
Sunrise
it's hot. I
and
like to
sunset.
watch that.
Yeah.
So her ass is sitting over there sweating like a motherfucker.
I'm outside.
But that sunset is absolutely amazing.
No, we're in the pool. We're in the pool.
I'm coming to your house. Fuck this.
Someone once told us, they're like, you guys live in your bikinis and by the pool. And we're like, yep.
I'll tell you what.
By the water, some sort of water.
If you will consider that it might be okay to have one wife, if you will be open.
I feel like she trying to sell me. Like she trying to recruit me.
Trying to recruit
If
you.
your ass just look, motherfucker, just go with one
Then
wife,
you will be blessed.
and then
you will
you
be blessed.
can have all of this.
So doesn't it say a man who finds a wife, not wives, is blessed?
No, it actually said wives before.
Is singular.
It said wives before King James got to it.
Show me that. Pull it up.
You want to learn Hebrew? It's actually 13 letters. It's super easy to learn. Read the Bible in Hebrew. Change your whole life.
What's Marcy
What do they
popping
call
off
the
about?
concordance? They call it the
Marcy said negotiate. She said they look for a good woman that are ready. If not ready, he bounces. Negotiations. She Marcy, you think she tried to negotiate me into some shit?
Girls is players too.
I think Beyonce said, "Who run the world? Girls."
She said, "Who run the world, girls?" But she also said, "To the left, to the left."
Yeah.
And then Becky with the good hair came and got her good dick, and she's still where she's at.
She also said, "Can you pay my bills?"
She said she wanted a soldier, and she ended up with Jay-Z's big lip ass. There's a lot of shit. Never listen to what a woman says. Go with what she does. Actions speak louder than words. People need to
Same
start
for
paying
men.
attention. That's what I
Same for
said.
men.
People need to start paying attention to people, because this is the thing. This woman sitting here saying all this shit. Give me 6 months with her.
Oh, bye, bye.
She already
in the West Wing.
likes females.
I'm on a boat. Look. I'm talking about. I only want one wife, Kristine. He's sending me a dick pic. Here I
No, please don't.
6 months.
I don't want to see that.
6 months from now, Erica's gonna be like, "Oh, you're still here? Yeah, I'm still here. Oh, you brought her too? Yeah.
Like,
You got 2 new best friends. We about to go on the boat. You want to come?"
Bet. What's up, Marcy? I see you, boo. I need photographic proof.
Oh my God, Kristine.
All right. Let me ask y'all this: how was your time on the casting couch?
Oh, this was
fun.
I just like
It wasn't as nerve-wracking as I thought. But I mean, I just kind of sat back and listened and watched and laughed. Great. It felt great.
And to you, the swindler.
Nah, I honestly I had a great time. I was pretty nervous in the car coming over here.
You told me you was nervous before you got here.
I was.
Well, this is what happened. This is the Bailey effect. You get relaxed real quick.
And we got Erica.
Thanks for getting me out of my comfort zone, for sure.
Well, I'm glad I could assist you and get you out of the comfort zone. And then next time anybody asks you how it was on the casting couch, never answer that question. This is not a porn shoot.
Oh.
You want to know what's so funny? Right before you asked me that, like my water spill, and I was gonna go a other direction with that.
What? You're all what?
She's all wet on the couch.
I was like, what are you?
She back there squirting.
That's gross.
No underwear on.
That's pee. That's what they say. It's pee.
It's not, trust me.
They say it's urine.
It's not. It's really not. Because, yeah, never mind.
To lies.
To lies.
3 squirts. How you gonna do that? You got 2 hands.
I have a mouth.
Right, 1.
I got 1 mouth. I got 2 hands. I got 1 dick. So technically speaking, I could do 4.
4.
I mean, we could use that ratio too.
You could use that ratio,
But it wouldn't be attractive.
Unfortunately, only 3 of you only have 3 holes because they prefer the holes, and the 2 with the hands are going to be pretty angry.
Like you do 5.
Again, with the hands, the 2 on the hands are not going to be happy. We want wet and warm.
Well, then. 3.
I know, technically 2, but 3 would be a lube.
Oh my gosh. You would die. Like,
It's too complicated.
Like,
Just keep it simple. 1.
See, that is that's again. Y'all always want 1. Y'all let them make the argument for multiple, but would you do it? No, I'm not doing it. You argue for some shit you don't want to do.
People can be scared of commitment too. I was like, nope, no more.
No.
Commitment is the most beautiful thing in the world.
One of the most important
If you
things.
find the right person.
Again, our purpose in life wasn't for us. We're so far from what our purpose is. A man's purpose is to guide and lead his home. A woman's purpose is to be the helpmate and lead and guide her children. All this extra shit, which is why I don't care too much about it. The extra shit is just that it's extra. The real shit, the shit that truly matters, is like the way that I really live, simple as fuck. I could really care about the other shit. It came down to it. You could give me a trailer, my children, and the absolute best woman in the world. I give up everything.
Facts.
Without even thinking about it. But it's one of those things. It's hard. It's extremely. I look at poor people. Look at people in trailer parks that are actually married and they stay together their entire life and die like old people. They're broke their whole fucking life. Happier than any rich person in the world. I come from the hood. My childhood was fucking amazing. Because it didn't require much of anything. We could go outside and it was like life. We were with family, it's life. That's why, for me, what I do is fun. But at the same time, it's like, I ain't gonna lie, I question what it is. But there's, again, in the blood, in who I am, we have to achieve. We have to work. If I lived in the middle, like if I moved in the middle of the fucking woods, I'd probably have a treehouse mansion. I'm constantly building on that bitch. Babe, we got another room.
For another wife.
No, because your ass would be like, for another baby? We're going to have another baby? Because that's you. See, you wouldn't have all this other shit. It's just me, you, and the treehouse. You're gonna be like, babies, 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 because that's what would make you happy.
No, we said F them kids.
We 36. We're
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean at 30, I mean
No more
you
kids.
can steal at 36. You're not like totally,
I mean, you could,
but
you know, but
a year ago, 80% of them eggs said bye bye.
no, thank you. I'll pass.
That's that biological clock shit. So.
I don't know. Turtle.
Huh? Keep that to yourself.
She said I'm fertile. She said I'm fertile.
That's a lie. Fact check. Fact check.
You guys have any other questions?
No.
So welcome to No Cap Reacts.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you for having us.
Y'all can come back whenever you want to. I actually got another person that's into real estate. Oh, I got another broker.
Okay.
That would probably be a great conversation to have. So I'm moving in a couple of weeks, so there'll be more space, so I can put more people on bigger surfaces, and there's more mics. And yeah, I wanna do that, and then
I'm over here glowing. I'm already pregnant. I'm just kidding.
somebody. So she wouldn't say who her last kiss was or the last person she was with. Now she talking about she glowing and she's pregnant. I feel sorry for you, homie. Or maybe not. Maybe not. You might be good. She wants somebody she can take care of. Just support her.
Oh, no.
Just support. Oh, see.
Lies.
This is
I already
it
told
changes.
you it was a lie. No, I said I'm gonna take care of myself and my kids.
So, I want to say I appreciate you, ladies. Y'all were actually a blast. And
Negotiate.
Marcy, damn it! Where's Marcy? We saved you a seat.
I'm gonna. You guys are invited back whenever you want to. Erica, you definitely need to come back after you close on your first properties. So we can walk us through the process, your feelings, how it all worked out for you. What you got going on, master negotiator?
I mean, I'm trying to fire myself. All that bullshit you're talking was 90% right, minus the 2 extra wives, and it's true.
I could fire you tomorrow.
No, I want to build something for my children, so that comes from me.
That's admirable. All right.
I'm trying to quit.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Monday through Thursday. Tomorrow night, I got my brother Pyray. He gonna be in here. He got some moves that he's about to make. He wants to let y'all in on some things I've been helping him do. Friday, we have a special guest. She says she coming to talk her shit. She's ready to go. Okay, Sunday. Who do I have on Sunday? I forgot. I don't know. I book a lot of people, and I don't always look at it. If you go to my Facebook and Instagram, you will see everybody that's on there, as well as the breakdown of what the conversations are gonna look like. Also, where's my sound at? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Get your No Cap Reacts merch. Get your Hustle Fit clothing. It's all there. I know a lot of these are the t-shirts, but we also got hoodies. We got joggers. You got full sets. We got hats. We also do custom clothing. Go ahead and go to the website. It is hustlefit.com. Whatever it is you want, I got it. Whatever you need, I will get it. I definitely want to say thanks for tuning in to another episode. I'm your man Bailey, a.k.a. Mr. Go Get 'em!